Hello, hello, hello. Morning, evening, afternoon, everyone. Hopefully, you've all been fine this Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 9 hours to go. Well, I mean, yeah, technically it's 9 hours to go, but technically 24 hours for me. So yeah, so today we'll finish chapter 11 today. We should be able to finish chapter 11, right? Because we got halfway through yesterday. Yeah, we got like pretty much halfway through yesterday. So we should be good to finish chapter 11 today. But I'm not sure how we'll get halfway through. In like, I mean, no. I get how we only got halfway through. And then tomorrow, tomorrow is just another day. Nothing of importance comes out tomorrow. Nothing big happens tomorrow. It's all very chill. Yep. It's all very chill. Um, Let me think. Am I forgetting anything? I think there's I think in terms of news, nothing was really, let's say, shown or announced, right? It's all pretty chill today. Although I think there is one video we can watch, which is I think this is Leviathan video, right? I think. Hold up. Earth Knights and Fields. Okay. Yeah, there's a Leviathan video, which should be interesting. Didn't he say Anfield tomorrow yesterday? I said Anfield soon. I'm pretty sure I said Anfield soon. Really excited for a tourist. Okay, but I am not a tourist though. I am not a tourist in any of these gacha games that I play. With maybe the exception of CZN. With that being said, I've been like doing some CZN runs here and there, right? 3 a.m. Okay, yeah, I'm not streaming at 3 a.m. Fuck that. Yeah, we are not having a 3 a.m. stream tomorrow. I am good. Uh, Tomorrow maybe we do a slight. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? We could do a slightly longer stream. We'll see. It depends on like when I get off tomorrow, but it should be possible. I saw the boat abyss and peak. A boat abyss and peak. What the hell do you mean? He didn't finish the 3 hour quest in 4 hours. 3 hour quest in 4 hours. I'm pretty sure the quest is 4 hours and a half in the first place. You fuck. If you're talking about the chapter 11. Yeah, the quest is like 4 hours and a half, give or take. So no. And also with like, with like any story quest that we do, regardless of which game, it's always gonna take longer than the, let's say, the estimated time. Because we end up talking about it mid during the story anyway, while we do it anyway, right? So it's always gonna take longer than, they expected. It'd be very surprising if I ever finish a story quest within the expected time. Right? It's always plus, give or take, like 20 to 50% runtime, depending on the quest. Did I reach? Ooh, wait, hold up. Ooh, we can buy this now. Perfect. Lock equipment. Okay. Where is she? I did get her gear right. Yes, I did. There's technically no reason for me to do this, right? Because it's technically a loss of materials. Since, since Lantern isn't really, let's say, viable anymore. Or too viable anymore. But, I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't max out? Now the question is, do I go pre-arm? That is a good question. Do I just pre-arm her? Maybe. We'll see. Okay, let me see. I did do a bit earlier while I was like Well, someone was doing a presentation. I did manage to do this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try hard it, right? Because I did get like 21 800s. So maybe I do one or two more attempts. You know what? Nah. Nah. It's fine. It's fine. We don't need to do another attempt on this. That being said, we probably can get a better score. It's like, I don't think it's like impossible, right? We should be able to, because it's okay, maybe not against this one because it's double S quarterly, but we should theoretically be able to. And yeah, I don't think there was anything that was like big or announced. I mean, I guess something that, let's say, can be potentially be big is that wasn't there like a fire in the Rockstar I think building, right? So there's a good chance that um what's the code again? GTA 6 is delayed again. I don't know. I don't know if I should be excited for GTA 6. I mean, maybe I should. I don't know. I've never. I'm pretty sure I've like mentioned it in the past, right? I don't think I've ever played a GTA game, right? Okay, hold up. Let's see. What do we do? Bots. Maybe we hold this. Yeah, we hold this actually. We hold this. Because I guess I need to see what we got. Uh, okay. I really wish we got the other thing first before the secret mission. To be honest, now the more I've done this, um, oh god, this is like really. Is it worth it? Sure. I know I'm gonna suffer for picking this. Crap. Also, suppression. Hmm. For each S rank and above unit owns, and up to 5 coins at a time. Yeah, this is gonna be an issue. I don't know if this is good. If I get what I'm thinking in my head, maybe it's fine. I reached pro rank and it gave me an ace title, minor mistranslation. Yeah, that I'm not surprised by. That to be like a mistranslation. Okay, I did get what I was thinking. Okay, that means we do this. Buy you. Did we sell Serapium? No, we didn't sell Serapium. We need gunners. Bye G, you too. Okay. So we can't do 7 shoot. Okay, that was kind of what I was wanted, right? I wanted the Safari, the lantern thing. So we can do like double S lantern. That means we have to reroll a bit at level. I can't remember, but we need to do like gunner, right? Yeah, gunslinger, firepower. We can do probably. Hmm, probably Kira and HOV. Let's see. We shall see. Okay, let's see. Do we need anyone from here? No. Okay. What's the okay? I think it's level. Hmm. I think it's a level 4, level 5 reroll. Let's see. I want to lose for it. I know this. Like I already anticipate to lose for like a few turns. I guess we can take you as gunner. Wait, hold up. How many? I don't sure we'll be able to find those two. We can take you. We can probably take. I'll probably take you actually. Let's take you in so we can actually have like some stuff active. We'll probably want a. What does Baiji do? One sec. Can I see Baiji? I need to see exactly what Baiji does to see if like I bother upgrading him further. Because I need to rank some of these. Increased by HP shield gun, increased by 24%. When entering a shop. Oh wait, we got this. The shoe enhancement. Hold up. The shoe enhancement there is actually kind of crazy. Like, I think we said level 4, right? 33. Yeah, okay. We need to get Ajita. Okay, we need to find. Okay, that's one Savari. Okay, that's a Kira. We probably locked this to get this Kira. And sell one of the bots? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we do. This is for B rank promotion. Oh, wait, I should probably do that. Are your ZZ banners ready? My ZZ banners? Oh, the guaranteed thing. Oh, I'm not even sure how to pull in that, to be honest. I have no idea who I'd pull that. Oh my god, we're like losing like by a small margin. Oh wait, okay, I need to use this on green tactical units. Equip to him. And this we equip to Baiji. Yeah. Okay, get you. Get rid of you. We need to. Okay, perfect. Get 5 coins. Are you pulling for any of the guaranteed banners naturalize? Because if I recall, it's Astra, Sanbi, and Alice, right? Oh my god, we are gonna die! Oh, we are so dead. This we definitely put on you. So increase our chances. Okay. We just put you for idle? Yeah, because we just put you for idle. Yes. Yes, is our PM. We have firepower 4, auxiliary 3. Oh, we don't need this one then. Okay. Are we on... Oh boy, this is like... I'm not sure if this is gonna be good. Oh, we are dead. We are literally on an insane loss streak here. For every 1 rank of the tactical units combined, the damage increase. This one, right? Yeah, okay. Buy you. Let's see. We don't need you. We can sell you off. We can get like a energy, sure. Okay. Right, so I'm like meant to have like an increased chance for like certain units. Right, I feel like I'm being scammed. Hmm. What is that event first? Shut the fuck up. We literally have like a month and some bits to complete this. Like, we have SS Lead Toast and S. Okay, we're close to these two. Oh, I'm fighting. I'm fighting a popular idol user. Okay. 30 to 28. Okay. We can start making a comeback here. We can start making a comeback here. I use these two. Perfect. Uh, yep. Okay. Triple S. Okay, she needs one turn to go into SS. Do also you. Because now I think we just level, right? Yeah, we have these two at S. Yeah, we just level now. Because we need to level to get these two in. Yeah. Yeah, we should be good now. We should be good. We should be more stable. Shadow is with a Summer Splash. 4 Summer Splash. What the hell? Okay, yeah. Oh, lose streaking like that is a bit worrying. Okay, but now they leveled up. Perfect. And with this, if every rank, of tactical units, yeah, like these should come like a good. Yeah, they should be perfect. What do we have that's excess? 2. Popular idols at 2. I think we technically just need to level somehow. Next round we should not. Well, no, we shouldn't be able to level next round because we're behind. So now I'm only missing Alice. Wait, wouldn't that mean you would put for Alice then, right? Since you said you're missing Alice. Oh, okay. Okay. We are. We are in a good position. Maybe. Another Kira. Use this. I is it only 1.6 right now? Vampire. Why do we have Bizarre? Oh, because of Lilia. I mean Rosalia. Right. Okay. What are they with? Popular Idol 5. Which okay, they have Kiana. Kiana. Which is slightly worrying. Oh, okay, with 2 plus 2 HP. Okay. This 2 HP living is a thing. Okay, Thalamo. We keep her there. You onslaught too. Uh Siege and onslaught. We have like 2 weeks. We can probably touch onslaught maybe next week or something, right? We should be able to. ZZ Idol event started too. Oh my god. Oh, well, I need to finish the co-op event tonight. Oh my god. Bruh, we probably would have been fine if I didn't have to. If I didn't have to skip Monday's stream, we probably would have been fine. Ugh, it's so annoying. Don't need Alice. She's been out for too long. I smell power creep soon. What do you mean? Don't you like Alice? Something I guess not right. Wait, how in 1 HP? Hold up, how are we in 1 HP? I thought we were like good. Oh boy. What do I remove? I guess I have to remove Vita? Or would I remove Tesla? Tesla doesn't provide me much right now. So I guess I would remove Tesla. If I Do I even have oh, I do have Mage up. Hold up. Okay, that means remove Tesla here, put you here. No, put it like this. Yeah. Yeah, this is better. Oh boy. How many people are left? 3 people. Our board hasn't really gotten much stronger. But we're still stronger than them. Bitch. Okay. 55 in Alicia. Doesn't matter. Oh my god, I'd love to level up. Hold on. I guess we might be fine. If I level up, get rid of Rosalia Luna, put in Thalama Song Shui. Maybe that's the play? What is this for playing? Summer Splash 7. Or Summer Splash 6 over 7. Okay. I feel like maybe getting like a Sanbi dupe is probably not the worst. But yeah, I mean, I would probably get Alice. Bitch. Okay. Oh my god, what is this comeback? Hold up. No. Where? Okay, there's one. Okay. Song Shui? Does Song Shui not exist? Okay, I guess Song Shui doesn't exist. Wait, we got more 7 shoes, right? So we tend to have more tankiness. Okay. Need to finish everything before 3 a.m. Uh, I mean, technically yes, but I mean, I'm gonna be sleeping at 3 a.m. So I guess. Oh wait, are you gonna freaking start naturalize? Are you gonna start playing ENDFIELD from when it starts at 3 a.m.? Son of a bitch! Okay. It's because we didn't find Song Shui. But either way, I don't know about some of the units, right? I don't know about some of these ones, but I feel like overall the thing was fine. Yeah, I think overall it was fine. Maybe I should have gotten like Assess, like Luna, because I could have gotten it. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. We would like I'm trying to see like if I do like a game a day, right? Because like 42 days. I have time to do everything here. Okay, let's see. All right, I guess before we move on, let me bring up the Leviathan video that dropped, I think yesterday, right? Yeah. Cause yeah. Hold up, let me do this. It is here. Because Leviathan's like the first character, right? Yeah, Leviathan's the first character. Okay. Here we go. I mean, probably. I guess we should probably go for Leviathan. But I don't know. I kind of like Yvonne and the other one more than Leviathan. We'll see. We'll see. Waited for this game for 6 years. It changes release from midnight to 3 a.m. Well, Yeah. I'm pretty. Wait, hasn't Enfield? Wait, what do you mean 6 years? Didn't Enfield only get announced like 3 years ago? Yeah, it was like 3 years ago that Enfield was officially announced. What the hell do you mean 6 years? I guess you could mean that you waited for a 3D version of Ark Knights. Then yeah, sure, that makes sense.
They say memories are the essence of who we are. Our past selves, woven through memory, become who we are today.
Okay, that's not how I expected it to start. I freaking choked on my tea.
What about my memories? From what I remember, I have no childhood. From what I remember,
Ooh, I like the eyes.
I am the curse, the ruin, the nightmare.
I really do like her eyes though.
But what else remains other than these?
Hmm. Ooh.
Who am I? Truly.
Where's your? It only good looks good on UE5 shit talk now. What? When the hell did I say that about Enfield? The hell are you talking about? Enfield doesn't have that UE shine, which is very common, right? Because Enfield is in not Unreal, Unity, right?
This isn't struggle. This is my awakening! If fate dares to grasp me, then I shall
like
sever
that.
its hand. If these memories become my prison, then I'll burn them all to ash.
Right. No concept was. I mean, it is. It is a really nice demo. It's a word every time we look at a non-Genshin game. No, I talk about it whenever we see a UE5 game. That's why. That's when I talk about it. So whenever we look at I guess like Silver Palace, right? Because they all have pretty much the same shine. Because this one doesn't, right? Because this is obviously not UE5, right? This is like a very tuned out version of Unity,
My memory.
right? Well, not tuned out. A very I guess tuned out makes sense. It does work, but a specialized version of Unity for Enfield, right? Which makes it look really nice. It has, makes it look really, really clean. Especially like the models, right? The models look really nice. Yeah, pretty good video for Leviathan. Now, oh boy. Now, the question is, are we going to win the first 50-50? Are we going to win the first 50-50 for Enfields? I hope we do. Because I don't want to freaking start Enfield by bashing my head in by losing a 50-50. But, you know, knowing my luck. Oh, yeah. Knowing my luck. Yeah. Although Enfield could be like a CZN or what's it called again? A Celasora, right? where we just, get everything by being stupid. And stupid not spending money. I mean like just doing pulls and still getting everything. Will we win the first 50-50? Realistically, you probably will. I probably won't. I know my luck in the games, man. Like I don't think I ever win 50-50 initially. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't win the Sealy 50-50. I know I didn't win the freaking Venti 50-50 in Genshin. I don't think I won the 50-50 for Yin Lin in Wuwa. And let's see. For Celasora and Cesian, we did. But okay, Celasora and Cesian are like special creatures, right? And Uma is like a different story. Oh, will we win the first five? Oh, sorry, okay. First five 50-50s, yeah. I mean, you can. The first five 50-50s. I mean, you can. You what? First five 50-50s just in Certa. Um, Wait, why would you go five 50-50s in Certa? I thought, I swear copies in Enfield technically shouldn't do anything, right? It's infinite 50-50s. What do you mean? What do you mean it's infinite 50-50s? Oh, you're talking about dupes thing. All right, because there's like no guaranteed after. Because there's technically no guaranteed, right, after the first 120, if I recall. No, wait. There is like a guaranteed after the first 50-50. Isn't there? I thought there is. I can't remember the freaking Enfield gacha system. I mean, we'll look at it tomorrow, right? And then see if it's actually as greedy as a lot of people are saying. Well, not a lot of people are saying, but as bad as certain individuals trying to promote it. Low fame warning. What the hell do you mean low fame warning? Uh okay, so essentially the Armada is dead. Yep, essentially the Armada is dead. Oh, interesting. Recap, hurry the fuck up. Shut the hell up. Did Vita appear? Okay, we'll get to it, we'll get to it, we'll get to it. But I think apart from tourist guilds. Uh I mean, first of all, I just this is like a guild that I joined from when I started the game, I think. And it was just like I just chose a random guild, right? I didn't put too much thought into it, right? But I mean, I'm not surprised, right? This guild has been technically alive since a long time, right? For a very, very long time. Like 2022 at least. Right. I'm pretty sure it's like 2020 when I joined this guild. Should have tried hard for more rewards. I mean, there's not really like a lot of rewards you can get from this, right? You can do commissions, right, to get people stuff, right? But in terms of like actual, let's say like great rewards, I don't know. I don't know. Apart from let's say like the contribution, and I guess there's from the Armada shop. Yeah, in terms of rewards, it's not really too much, is it? Right, because I haven't really done anything with guild stuff since uh before I started playing. Because I think before I started playing. Because yeah, there wasn't really. I mean, I guess it was to like help you gear up, right? Because you could like donate stuff, right? But yeah, because you can get like stuff like this, right? So people donate you. But yeah, this shit hasn't been updated in centuries. Since release, what, Armada system? No, Armada system wasn't in release. I know it was like in like the equivalent of 1.2, I think. Right? But yeah, I haven't really played too much with the Armada system in years. The same for the Chibi system, the Dome system, because I haven't done anything with the Domes in years. I mean, I guess they add the new Chibis, right? Because like whenever a new character releases, they always add the corresponding Chibi of the Dome, right, to it, right? Because like you know, if I want to, I could put in where is she? I should be able to put in okay, Love Elf is there. Is there no? There should be like a Rita chibi somewhere. But yeah, like you can see like a Love Elf, like you can see up to date chibis, right, of characters. Oh yeah, here she is, right. So technically they do in terms of adding the chibis, but the dome itself, I haven't done anything. Okay. But let's see. Let's move on to the story. Oh boy. Oh boy. Never horizontal gameplay. Oh, I guess. Okay, let's see. So, what on earth happened yesterday? What on earth happened yesterday in this story? There's only one death? I'm so interesting. Um, so yeah, I guess yesterday we started the story, right? Of chapter 11, and it very much displayed what type of character Yuyun is, right? They very quickly showed us that she's. I don't want to say quirky. I mean, she is kind of quirky, right? But she's not like quirky in the bad way. She's like quirky in the shyness, right? Will she be playable? There is a chance. I mean, there is a. She. It is possible for her to be playable. I think that they may make her into an astrolop first and then make her playable, right? Because we are like, I'm pretty sure after May, we are probably due for a new astral ring type after May, right? And I guess we can use this as the um journey, right? Yeah, we can use this as a journey. As a I guess timeline, let's say. So yeah, it's essentially started with I was looking at from Yuyun's POV, and she was, as you can see here in this picture, she was essentially keeping an eye, well, not keeping an eye, but stalking the trio, right? The trio being Dreamseeker, Helios, Coralie. And the reason it was is that because they came out from the god's residence, you know, from where Senadina lived. And then we kind of like switched to to them, and they speak about that it's been a week since something happened, and that something was that it's been a week since Senadina fell, I guess, went unconscious, right, and hasn't woken up since. Um, the trio unexpected. I mean, they are technically working as a trio. Technically, it will be a squad of four, but Senadina is kind of like MIA. Um, and what we learn is that this isn't the first time that Senadina has like gone unconscious, right? That before she's taken like a week to wake up, a month to wake up, and I think even once like even a year, or sorry, a few days to wake up, right? Which is very reminiscent of how Kiana also ends up falls asleep randomly, right? It's like, you can kind of see, a like maybe like a link or two there, right? It's like interesting. Because the reason why Kiana falls asleep is because of her embracing finality, right? And there was, I think, the theory that Senadina failed to embrace finality, which is why Mars ended up being destroyed, right? So maybe that's Senadina's sleeping is, her attempt of, and embracing finality. Maybe. Hmm. We didn't see Kiana on the moon with Columbina. Well, that was the wrong moon. It's the wrong moon, that's why. Because the moon of Tevat is not the same as the moon of Earth. Different moons. Falls asleep to save budget. I don't know about that. New MOC too. Yeah, don't remind me. I need to do the new MOC, the new Pure Fiction. Oh boy. And I think the two events in Stereo too. I'm like behind. But we have like time, so it's fine. But yes, and when Sinadina falls asleep, Layla and I guess Nala, take over her roles, right? So Layla is like the small Layla is currently busy doing Senadina's roles, and Narla too, right? So we're technically on our own, right? And we've kind of realized that it the reason as to why Defang may have been destroyed could be linked to the fact that Senadina was, unconscious during these events, which is, what caused the destruction of Defang. So we kind of like have an idea of why Defang may have been destroyed, but we don't really know the actual true root cause, right? But we've also like noticed, her, you know, this, I guess, child is, keeping an eye on us, right? And so, we're gonna essentially kind of like play along with him, right? But additionally, Dream Seeker is also looking for Yuyun, right? Because Dream Seeker has realized that Yuyun's most likely in Defang, right? Because Yuyun also was someone that was born from the Sea of Quanta. Sorry, not Sea of Quanta, Sea of Data, right? So she must have like been in Defang previously. When is he farming gems for Jibai? That's Jibai will depend. Okay, we want when it comes to Jibai, we won't pull for Jibai instantly. We'll wait until the we'll wait until the Genshin preview, the 5.3 preview. Sorry, 6.3 no 6.4 special program. If uh Escoffier is announced, Jibai is kind of dead. If she's not announced, Jibai is alive. I mean, Escoffier could be like, like in the second banner, right, or something, right? So we'll see. And when for Amma, we'll see. We'll see. I just have to stop being lazy. But the issue is that Enfield's coming out, right? So that's not really gonna help. Yeah, Enfield coming out does not really gonna help me at all. Let's see. And so yeah, so Yuyun, basically follows them. They go to the sunny side, I think, district, right? And she ends up following Coralie, who she thinks that Coralie's gonna, jump into the pond, into the water and kill herself, right? For some reason, she thinks that. So she immediately goes to stop her. And then, she tries to act meek, tries to get out. But, she gets surrounded by Healy and Dreamseeker. So now we're with Yuyun, right? Chatty can't play Woo, it's raining outside. I mean, it is raining outside right now. Um. So what was it? What was it? What happened afterwards? All right. So then I guess Yuyan wants to work with us, right? Because we don't know. Well, for now we don't know why. But Yuyan seems desperate and wants to work with us, but she also doesn't feel like she, let's say, can completely open up to us just yet, right? I think it's this section, right? It's this section. Yeah, it's this section. And so in exchange for Yuyan to try, get from her perspective to get close to us, right? So she can request for our help. She takes us around the area, like showing us some of the places, and we tell her that we don't really know any of the areas, right? And then she's like, okay, how can you not know any of the areas, right? Like the pool, the Central Park. Like, how do you not know any of these? You're resident from Defeng, and because you can't be from anywhere else, right? Because there's no other cities in Luosheng. So what? And so then we tried to tell her that we're aliens, and then she's like, ah, that's a good joke, right? And I guess for Yuyun to try and like get closer, so she tries to, let's say like bring us a gift, right? But she's like forgotten her wallet, right? She doesn't have a way to get our gifts, so she tries, through multiple different attempts, but each time she fails. Then she goes to like a cafe where they recognize her as being one of an institute member that the director's like looking for, but she doesn't want to go to the institute. She doesn't want to go with the director, right? And so she essentially starts to have like a panic attack, right? Until she's taken away by Dreamseeker, right? Dreamseeker takes her away from this place, and they essentially start to have like a heart to heart, right? Where Dreamseeker talks about a professor that she had and who taught her many things, right? And that's when we kind of go to the POV of Dreamseeker now from the first Samsara. So this will be Dreamseeker from when she was just created by Layla, right? And we essentially find out how exactly someone being born from the uh, Sea of Data works, right? Where once someone is born from the Sea of Data, they're put into a stasis pod, where then they're observed, right? And after they let's say, wake up, fully wake up, they go for like a career a career assessment test, right? To see what kind of like job they is suitable for them in Noxia. Do we get a quadra assess stream sequel from this? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. And I guess this technically links back to the start of the chapter, because at the start of the chapter, it's without really too much context, it's Dreamseeker going through the uh, aptitude test, right? And what we find out is that she was like forced to wait until she was forced to wait for the results of aptitude test, right? And like she was worried that okay, maybe she doesn't, I guess essentially belong anywhere in like Oxia, right? After waking up until Yuyun appears, right? That technically links back to where we are now. Well, not in the story now, but where I am now of the story. And we find out that Dreamseeker was a curious case in the sense that I think normally people take like maybe like a month or like a few weeks, right, to wake up from the stasis. But Dreamseeker was took like 458 days, if I remember, to fully wake up. And in between like the moments from while she was in stasis pod, like she would like mutter things, right? Because she said like "sen" at like some points, but Dreamseeker herself has no memories from before, like of any of those 458 days, right? And let's see. And we essentially see of how Dreamseeker was in the first Samsara, of how she felt like she didn't deserve her position, right? In the sense that she was scouted by Yuyan, right, who was a very prominent figure, right? So she got her accommodation for free. She essentially didn't feel like she deserved any of it, right? And because of this feeling of, let's say, inferiority, she made it so that her mindset was essentially becoming a people pleaser, right? So she would do things so that people would like her, that, she could keep harmony and everything, right? But the cost of this was her own self, right? She overworked herself, like she took on like multiple things in addition to her studying under Yuyan, so she had to do like her thesis and shit. So she literally worked herself to death, which is very similar to how Senadina was in Defang, right? Because when Senadina was the goddess in Defang, she literally did everything for Defang, right? She's the one that pushed the scientific breakthroughs. Like she helped in every aspect of Defang, which in turn also stretched her thin. Which is why Corley describes the people of Defang as primates with technology, right? Because the people of Defang never themselves, achieved their things. They always only relied on Senadina, right? Which is, an issue, which kind of like comes up later. uh, but either way, like this section is about of how Yuyun and seeing how Yuyun and Dreamseeker's relationship works, right? Also, I guess Chencho, right? Because Chencho is also here, but seeing of how the dynamic works, right? Which is like, it's really neat. It's I didn't think they would approach this story like this, but it's apparently because there's like a fair amount of like parallels between different characters, right? Yeah, there's like a fair amount of parallels, right? Because I mean, you can even see this, right? Because this is how Yuyun is now in Defang, but then it's also parallel to how Dreamseeker was when she woke up with Yuyun from Oxia, right? Because this is how Yuyun looked like when she was the head researcher in Oxia. And we essentially end up getting, her trust. I guess she trusts us. So she takes us to her lab where she does her own research. And she essentially says, before, I tell you this so you can believe me, you can look at you can look at everything, right? So we get to explore her lab. And we start to, I guess you can look at stuff because she has like a big ass weapon, but there's also some notes. I think it's I believe the notes are these ones, right? Yeah, it's these, like these, the Yun experimental reports. These are about of how she went through her research to figure out that a Defang had like 25 days left until, Defang was destroyed. And she also realizes why Defang got destroyed, right? That it's to do with of how the energy, divine energy, and the sea of data corruption, how there seems to be like a relationship between the two, and she ends up being able to develop a weapon that can work against the divine, sorry, not divine, sea of data corruption, right? So she's actually quite efficient, right? The issue is that the other researchers, right, from Defang, don't really, let's say, agree with her, right? They like think her research is like nonsense. Like they don't, they see the logic and understand everything, right? Because they see all the numbers, they see all the research. She said, okay, this all makes sense. This is all right. Your logic is sound, but this is blasphemy. all of this is basically questioning our gods, who are Almighty God, right? So even though they can see that all of the data, all of the research he's done is sound, everything's fine, nothing's wrong with it, but because it contradicts and questions Senadina, they just outright refuse to do anything with it, right? Which is like the issue that I, mentioned earlier, right? That they were over reliant on Senadina, which then proves to the point of Cordy's segment of calling them primates without any with primates with technology, right? And so then after like looking over all her stuff, she tells us that Deeping has 22 days left, right? And she's like worried that maybe we'll how do I say it? Laugh at her, that we won't agree with her, but that we'll ignore her like the other people have, right? And then when James Seeker tells her that they all taking information, but they're kind of like, okay, we have like 22 days, right? It's more than enough time, right? So she gets like confused, but then I guess, her busted up emotions kind of like burst out, right? And that's kind of like where we ended it, right? Yeah, that is where we ended it. So yeah. Oh, and I guess I guess uh, one or two things that I didn't mention is that you know how in chapter 10 when we were in the Sea of Data with Layla and we saw like a feather of Vita, um, Dreamseeker told the crew about it, but they haven't been able to find Vita or anything, right? They've analyzed that feather, but they have like no findings, right? Or don't know anything, right? So everyone's assuming that Vita will probably show up sooner or later, right? Which is kind of like, will she? Because the last time we saw Vita, she was like under Layla. So I don't know about that. And the box of time and memory that that we use in chapters 1 to 3, apparently that's originally belongs to Yuyun, right? Because it was in her lap. But I think apart from that, I don't think I'm forgetting anything significant. Yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting anything significant. So I guess let's begin, or rather continue. Not long after. I guess before we continue, give me 1 second, chat. Well, give me like a minute. Be back. Okay. But let's see. All right, and as per usual, like if you have any questions, feel free to ask. By the way. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. What the hell's my mouse? Oh, there it is.
だから話を元に戻して。何度も横やりを入れられたせいで考えがまとまらないの。とりあえず本当に理解してくれた？
I'm not sure I mentioned it right, but I really do like Yuyun's character. I was like surprised that she's, I guess, this type of character, but she's like, yeah, I do like her character.
本当に理解したよ。
22日後に必ずデータの海に津波が起きる。そうなれば侵食の隙間は周りの全てを飲み込み、急速に広がっていくの。
So,
互いをつなげて完全にホードと入れ替わるまで。
so then I guess the way to get the, I guess, progress through this sector would be to prevent the destruction of Defang, right? I guess similar to how we prevented the destruction of Ruimu, right? And the destruction of Oxy and Amber Street.
もし止められなければ惑星はこの広い土地を永遠に失うことになる。それどころかこの件をきっかけに、この危機は芽吹こうとしてる悪い種のようなものよ。つまり熱湯をかければ息の根を止められるの。善は急げって言うし、まずは大胆にホードを空っぽの町にしなきゃ。
Okay. But the question is, what would we... Oh, right, because the arc that she created, right? Because she apparently created an arc.
いいね。ホードの住民が避難したら、私とヘリアが秘められた力を思いっきり解き放って、まだ正体はわからないすべての元凶にアッパーを決めればいいんだ。バーン！さよ、
コラリ。
あなたって本当に天才ね。私の計画と 80% も一致してる。鍵となる2人に協力してもらえればこの作戦はうまくいくはずよ。
Alright, I forgot. I guess, okay, there's like one thing I forgot to mention. Yuyun kind of deducted that in the Sea of Data, there should be an entity that more or less should be the equivalent to Senadina, is what Yuyun kind of like deducted. I forgot to mention that. Oh, she's just pacing.
ユーン先生、緊張してるなら私の手を握ってもいいよ。
緊張なんてしてないけど。あなたまさか私に手を握ってほしくて
Excuses to hold my
わざ
hand.
とやったの？
Okay.
まずは科学の分野ではフォードのトップといえる所長の指示を得て、データの海研究所の名義で神様に、神様の代理人であるレイラにまだ完成してない巨大図書館を伝わせてって申請するの。同時に
Unfinished
全
massive
ての住民
library.
に今すぐ図書館に避難するように伝えるのよ。
Oh, okay, there's still like one figure who's like, I feel like it's been, I don't know if it's been ignored or if it's been left until later, but isn't Serapium suspicious? Or am I like insane? I feel like Serapium, I don't know. I mean, technically Serapium and Agita, right? Because Serapium knew about Litost, knew about Sinadina, right? But that doesn't... I don't know, it's weird. Because I, for some reason, don't feel like I'd be surprised if we see Serapium in this era, right?
大胆にやるのに申請が必要なの。ホードが滅びるっていう時に。
やっと心が通じる仲間と出会えたのに、無謀な作戦を立ててどうするの？ユーンが捕まっちゃうでしょ。
そんなこと言って。ヘリアだって優等生なのに、重要な時にはルールを破ってたよね。
それはあんたが、とにかく私はユーンの提案に賛成するよ。
ありがとうヘリア。それじゃあ決め手の第一歩として所長を騙すじゃなくて誘拐。
ヘリアに 覚が完璧かどうかは知らないけど、指名手配中のユウンを捕まえたっていう嘘をついて所長を連れてくる。
So we need to kidnap the director.
そんな
Okay.
脚本の主演にヘリアを選んだあなたは、さすがに人を見る目が変わってると言わざるを得ない。監視にし
Okay,
す
it's
ぎ
been
て
a
失
long
踪
time
したい
since
くら
this
いだ。
OC played.
お見事お見事。
ヘリアから支援要請がないってことはうまく進んでるんじゃない？それにこの前コラリーと一緒に隙間特攻隊の班長を務めてたよ
The
ね。
Rift Strike. All right, that's the work fighting against the Sea of Data corruption.
そうそう、
Right.
そんな人なんだから、研究所の人たちだって理不尽に拘束したりしないでしょ。やっぱりこの役はヘリアにぴったりよ。
Carly raised an eyebrow and looked over at Yuyun. Yuyun bravely met her gaze, only to look away within 3 seconds and tuck her chin in. At that moment, footsteps rapidly approached the cramped laboratory from the outside. Once Yuyun made out who had entered, she jumped behind Entropy like a cat whose tail had been stepped on.
ふんふん。その反応は、つまりこの人が報道科学のトップとやらなんだ。
Yeah, but like, is he gonna pay attention to the research? Or is he gonna be the same as the other researcher who just ignored it? Yuyun remained unusually silent. The director's stern gaze swept across everyone present, before settling on the scattered manuscripts. Without a moment's hesitation, he picked up the topmost stack. Okay, well, why did that animation look weird? The ultimate super duper final revised suicide version of Bailu Yuyun's Doomsday Report, and began scanning through it quickly.
なんでこんなに静かなの？っていうか、なんでみんなはそんな顔してるの？
全く計画通りに動かない優等生に、どんな顔で接しろと。
うん、
Oh.
もちろん。
The girl hiding behind you suddenly peeked out. She was still gripping your hand tightly as she muttered incessantly and pointed at Helia. Oh. The moment her name was called, she bolted straight and stood at attention.
どうやってここの結論にたどり着いたんだ？なるほど。
No.
そういうことか。
Wait, hold up. Is he actually reasonable or?
どういうことですか？悪くはないですよね。その手順は完璧だし、わかりやすく説明したつもりだし、裏付けするデータの信憑性も保証できます。3年間努力してきた結果なんです。常識外れで馬鹿げた結論だし、縛られて焼き殺されてもおかしくはない内容ですけど。
あれは間違いなくあんたのせいだね。
まさか、ここまでひどいトラウマになるとはね。もう中学生なのに。
Alright, it was about, she mentioned burn, right? It's like an old astronomer.
コラリーが言うように、今のユーン先生はまだ中学生なんだよ。
所長さん、所長、私最初は確かに目的があって研究所に入ったんです。極秘データをこっそり研究して、パパとママの行方を調べたくて。
Oh wait. Okay, I just remembered something else. Okay. What's a theory that I kind of have? I don't know if it's just me, but it's very much feels like they are suggesting that the union from the future, well, the union in the future, the one that's in Oxia, might remember something from Defeng or know something about Defeng, right? Because I don't know, it feels like they've dropped like maybe like subtle hints or something, right? I don't know. It very much makes me feel that she knows something about Defeng or does remember, right? Because supposedly, whenever someone is born from the sea of data, they wake up as a blank slate with only really knowing their names, right? But I don't know, for some reason Yuyun gives me like a different vibe, as if she might remember something.
ユーン君、状況ならもうヘリア君から聞いているよ。過去を振り返る必要はない。君は研究成果の報告に専念しなさい。
説明しないと所長はきっと聞いてくれませんよね。って本当？
Gently encourage Yuyun. You place your hands on Yuyun's shoulder and gently push her a step forwards.
言って、ユン先生。せっかく掴み取ったプレゼンのチャンスなんだから。
ここのデータは自分で計算したように見えるが、何度も研究所から資料を盗み出していたのは比較のためか。
はい。研究所のデータの方が詳しいので、引用したパラメータに間違いがないかを確認したくて。通行証を
Not
勝
to
手
get
に持っていって。
Okay.
ごめんなさい。次は見つからないようにもっと気をつけて。違います。
だが、君が必要としていたデータは研究所もわざわざ観測し記録してはいなかったはずだ。
計算したんです。関連のある粒子の軌道を一つずつ。
One by one.
一つずつ。
一つずつです。
Sometime
高
later.
度なデータの海のバランスを保つなら、神様は常にその力を調整しなきゃいけなくなります。つまり変数は3つあって、曲線の曲率は3つ目の変数のパラメータで決まるんです。
Zenadine is the one that's essentially keeping Defang alive. Right.
バランスを保つために神が消耗している力は私たちの想像をはるかに超えているのかもしれないな。だから神が外出したと聞いてどうしても行動することにしたのか。
はい。バランスが崩れたら全てが壊されてしまいます。データの海を解析し、侵食の隙間を消す方法を探すのが研究所の存在意義ですよね。私たちだって警告を出すことくらいならできます。神様がいなくてもやれることはやるべきです。
ユーン先生の表情がだんだん柔らかくなってきたね。笑えるようになってる。隠れた努力と苦労を一つずつ見つけてもらえて理解されていく。どこで何が起きてもそれは彼女にとっての救いなんだ。
テストの点数なんて表面的なものだよ。研究で一番楽しい瞬間は、振り返った時に計算で生じた誤差も食べたご飯も全てが無駄じゃなかったんだって理解できた時だ。
So basically the sense of accomplishment, right? That everything was fine.
変な
Or
言い
worth
方
it,
だ
rather.
ね。でも理解できるよ。自己満足だと思ってた部分まで認めてもらえたら誰だって嬉しいはず。もう記憶と時間の箱の話が始まってる。行こう、夢追い人。
Yeah.
あんたが一番聞きたい部分だよね。
Because I guess if you don't remember the significance of the box of time and memories, it's the box in Noxia that linked to Dreamseeker that enabled her to have that prophetic dream, right? The one where she saw how the story would have played out if we just ignored Gadget, right? Since Gadget was, originally perception. Well, since perception was, the will of the shadows.
確か君のご両親が神から引き継いで研究していたものだな。
はい。あんなことが起きた後、神様が箱を見つけてくださったんです。でもパパとママはデータの海では見つかりませんでした。
ユーン君、ご両親の事故については、今でも残念に思っているよ。二人と。
大丈夫です。過去のことは気にしないって言いましたよね。
ああ。
それにこの箱は役に立ったんですよ。確率を予測するための計算は
Probability
パパ
calculation.
とママが箱に残したプログラムを参考にし したんです。
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? Because the dream was essentially a probability calculation.
最後まで誰も私を信じなくても、味方になってくれなくても、この箱のために絶対諦めないって決めたんです。所長、そしてあなたたちも一緒に見て。
Hmm? How long does rain have to gather before it can finally fall freely? I once thought that was your most roundabout way of hinting that I was padding my thesis, but now I finally understand what you asked. May have been the very answer the past union never managed to find. I do kind of like this, the adventure notes. It is kind of nice. Yeah, these are like nice adventure notes. Oh, I guess I didn't like show you like the rest of these, right? Yeah. I guess the memorable moments. I guess it shows you parts of the sections of the chapter. Although it'd be nice if you could see like a bigger version of them. But yeah. Alright, then this is what makes me think that she may be playable, right? Because she literally has like a giant cannon gun here, right? So maybe? Examine the box. Probably defend destruction 100%. What the? Oh, wait, this is the Sea of Data. Wait, what? Okay, hold up.
セナディア、これ以上フォードと惑星の未来に干渉すべきではない。君が彼らを導き、守るために努力すればするほど、災いはより早く訪れ、制御できなくなる。
The more you interfere with defend Luo Sheng, the faster the disaster comes.
ましてや、そんな体では何をしようとしても無謀としか言えない。私も人のことを言える立場ではないが。
Wait, what's... I got Sanadina, right? Because she's essentially carrying the burden of Luo Sheng, but why Narla?
わかってるよ。
私にはわからない。セナディア、あんなことがあったのに、なぜユーンと約束を？
あの子はご両親にそっくりな強い目をしてるの。それにあの子はセナお姉さんって呼んでくれるっていう約束を守ってくれたでしょ。
ラカダの科学は落星人の理解を超えている。災いの竜の奇跡を与えられたラカダと今の落星は何が違うというんだ？私たちは共にその結末を見届けただろう。
Lakwada. Oh, wasn't Lakwada... Lakwada was her hometown, right? Her home planet. If I remember. That's the knowledge from Lakwada that surpasses the knowledge of Lushing, any different from the miracles of Calamitous Dragon. Okay.
学者たちが力を注いで研究している魔の箱は永久に封印した方がいい。嘘をついてごまかせば、ユーンは両親と同じ鉄を踏まずに済む。
Okay.
ナナ、ラカダから離れた時に連れてったみんなから何を感じたか覚えてる？
消えない未練、別れの悲しみ、秘められたかすかな希望、そして冷たい宇宙で死んだとしても新しい故郷へとたどり着いてみせるという決意。
Okay, yeah, Lakwada is the home planet, yeah.
その決意が導いてくれた未来が今の惑星にはあるんだよ。私たちはこの目で見たよね。
世界には全能の神様なんて必要ないな。でも可能性に満ちた人間だけは絶対に消えちゃダメ。
God, I really wish she was playable. But I don't think she's ever going to be playable, is she? Narla?
彼らは決して箱を使って外に助けを求めるだけじゃない。きっと私よりもうまく立ち回っていつかは箱の底から落星を救う希望を取り出すはずだよ。もちろん私は実際の状況を見てちょっとだけこっそり手を差し伸べるつもり。
Consider the circumstances. Quietly offer a little hope when the time is right. The box when the time is right. Huh.
もっともあともう少し時間があったらユウンは自力で気づけるかもしれないね。あの子はレイラの一番の親友で私が出会った中で一番賢い子だから。予知夢じゃない。私箱に記録されてる過去を追体験したの？
Yes.
誰にでもこういう時ってありますよね。この問題だけは絶対に解かなきゃって似たような問題を何度も解いたのに最初の問題が期末テストに出てくるみたいな。3年前パパとママが残してくれた箱をぼんやり眺めてた時に数値の違いに注目するべきだってアイデアが頭をよぎったんです。
I guess no one else would have seen that, right? Because only Dream Seeker would have.
もしあの時そう思わなかったら研究を始めてから3年目の年に迫り来る災いを避け。
全てをアイデアの功績にする必要はないと思うが、それはご両親が生涯をかけて研究してきた成果であり、神が君を信頼している証でもある。
それって
But
箱が再現した過去を見たのは私だけ。まあいいか、今はそんな話をしてる場合じゃない。
ああ、ユーン君、君の努力をこれ以上疑うつもりはない。この理論は研究所を新たな未来へと導くだろう。
but
研究員を代表して心から感謝させてくれ。
are they going to evacuate is the question, though.
そしてこの言葉は君を疑ったすべての者が口にするべきだ。すまなかった、ユーン君。これからは君を全力でサポートしよう。今まで苦労をかけてしまったな。
よかったね、ユウン。
エリア君にもお礼を言わせてくれ。君がすべてを誠実に説明してくれなかったら、ユーン君のこともそう簡単には信用できなかったかもしれない。
私はただ見たことをそのまま伝えただけです。私の言葉は所長さんをここに導いた火花に過ぎません。その裏にある努力こそが本当の炎なんです。
Did they do this hard seller story events? Not yet.
所長さんという
Because they just came out, right?
きっと初めから分かってたんですよね。
Why are you watching something while you're driving? The hell is wrong with you, Alex Marley?
この子の炎はむしろ私のものより勢いがある。
ありがとうございます。
They're not gonna respond to you if they're quote unquote driving naturalized.
秘密実験室まで来てくれたんですよね。
まあそん
ねえコラリー、言うべきことがあるんじゃない？
はいはい、人を見る目があるね。
聞こえないよ。誰が人を見る目がある？
Wait, why not? They can drink with one hand and respond with the other. Yeah, they can drink with one hand, respond with the other while driving. True. True. You're not wrong. Don't do that, by the way, in case you're not understanding that sarcasm. What the hell's that laugh? What is this laugh? Okay. What the? Submitted to Layla by the director. FBI open up. What do you mean FBI open up? Regarding the Doomsday Disaster Briefing and aid request, presented to Godson Adina and Acting God Layla. Greetings. Following an investigation analysis of verified data, trainee union of the Sea of Data Research Institute has concluded that ENDFIELD will face a severe sea of data corruption event in 22 days. This disaster is projected to affect an extremely large area and may pose a major threat to the safety of all residents. After reviewing the submitted materials, the Institute unanimously confirms the credibility of this conclusion. Given the severity of the forecasted outcome, the Institute believes that the initiating and evacuation preparations and minimizing potential losses must now take top priority. We therefore submit the following request. 1. Activate the citywide crisis response plan and immediately issue an apocalypse level alert to all institutes. 2. Release an evacuation notice to all citizens and carry out the evacuation operation tomorrow. 3. Open the big library that is currently still under construction. Use it as a main emergency shelter and complete all emergency facility deployment today. 4. Have a engineering department assist the institute in optimizing the mass producing the anti-sea of data corruption weapon developed by Yuyun. Prioritize Doomsday response above all else and grant full legal status to Yuyun in the privately operated secret institute, including authorization to search, view, and download all database materials under the Sea of Data Corruption category. Finally, we request a formal commendation of the for Institute trainee Yuyun, appendix conclusions and data extracts from Yuyun's experimental reports. Sea of Data Research Institute, signed and sealed by the Institute Director, approval from Layla. Approved. Full support for the work of Sea of Data Institute and gratitude for the contributions made by Yuyun's lab. Okay, so she did read it. Will any fighting happen this whole patch? I'm assuming some will happen, right? The question is when. Probably like towards the latter half. Unnamed library. What do you mean unnamed library? This is Serapeum's library.
時より節
Back to badge. I guess you're just reusing the library setting, right?
本当にすぐ調子に乗るお子様だ。でも戦時の野心先生はご不在みたいだね。私からご戦時の感想を聞くのが恥ずかしいのかな。
Wait, it is the same. Wait, is it the same library? I'm so confused now.
コラリユン、レイラに連絡したよ。週末の件をフォードの各関係者に共有したらすぐに私たちと合流するって。
よかった。これでやっと自信を持ってレイラと
I feel like they are teasing the Serapeum thing, aren't they?
所長が研究所も協力するって言ってたし、うまくいけば明日の朝には私たちに
Wait a minute.
携帯版を隙間特攻隊に配るぞ。
Wait a minute. Did I just have an epiphany? Serapeum was a shoe of Unity, and Unity was bringing all minds into one, right? Technically, you could see the Sea of Data Corruption as a form of Unity, right? Bringing everything under the Sea of Data. Hold up. It depends if we see Serapeum here. If we don't, I'm like insane. If we do, then maybe.
作るだけでもすっごく苦労したのに。はい、持ってて。隙間特攻隊に配るものと機能に違いはないけど、これは仲間スペシャルよ。
Professional equipment, remake. The 4 things. We have no future version. Okay. As she spoke, Yuyun placed several magic cool-looking steel balls into the palms of the trio.
ユン、箱にそんな悲観的な名前をつけちゃっていいの？あ、ねえ、記憶と時間の箱っていうのはどうかな？きっと気に入ってくれると思うんだ。
すっごくダサい。
Okay.
違う。ヘリアのことを悪く言うつもりはないの。つい本音が出ちゃって。
一番謝るべきなのは未来の自分だよ。
私たちに未来はないって名前にしたのは、予測された悪い未来なんて気にしないっていう決意を込めたから。
Okay.
それに何度こ
I
う
guess that's reasoning, I guess.
万が一失敗したらとか言いたいんでしょ。気持ちはわかるけど、名刺に書くには微妙な名前だ。それに憂鬱を
That is quite
吹っ飛ば
morbid.
す母
What?
悲鳴としてちょうどいい。
Okay.
なん
ああ、もう確かにやけくそだったのよ。文句ある？
コーラリー、あんたにも前科があるでしょ。自分宛ての調子を書いたり、自分のためにお墓を用意したり。
Oh, all right. All right, she did like make her own eulogy.
ストップ。そこまでにして。それ以上は失礼だからね。
One sec. Okay, that's fine.
そういえば、神様が維持してるのは本当にホードとデータの海のバランスだけなのかな。コラリーの推測とナハラの話から考えると、増えた隙間とセナの体調不良、どっちが原因なのかはまだわからない。でも一つだけ確かなことがある。お互いに関係あ
Yeah,
る
there's
な
a
ら
link.
侵食の隙間を減らして津波の発生を防げば、きっとセナも回復するはず。
Potentially, but we don't know exactly what links them, right?
そうすれば、セナはもしかしたら私のそばから離れずに済むかもしれない。
Oh, oh, that overlap.
私のそばから離れずに済むかもしれない。
That's a very eerie overlap. A thought surfaced in your mind before any emotions could. It wasn't from Layla's intervention, but rather a sentiment you both share. If given the chance, you would certainly wish for the god to keep her smile, for her to freely roam every corner of Laura Shing, like a deer in the forest, until the future where you existed came.
それにセナだけじゃなくて、ユーン先生やシュガー、キョカンやハクト、それに水木、老朽、桜花のみんなも、私が直接関われない世界の人たちも全員助けられるんだ。
Lost in thought, you unconsciously fell into step at the very back of these four. What? You unconsciously fell into step at the very back of the fort. What? Oh. You looked towards Layla in confusion. She was hiding behind a bookshelf and she immediately gestured you to keep quiet.
静かにこっちに来て。
Okay. I guess let's see Layla. Secretly approach
どう
Layla.
したの？担当者たちとの話し合いで何か問題が起きたとか？
ユーンが提供してくれた資料とデータの海研究所の所長のおかげですぐに事態を理解することができたの。
Something else.
みんながそれぞれ行動し始めてるよ。私が話したいのは別のこと。
I was gonna say she really does just look like a younger Dream Seeker, but she is literally a younger version.
夢追い人ユーンは
Oh.
私の知らないところで辛い思いをたくさんしてきたの？
You nodded.
やっぱりそうだったんだ。私があんな嘘をついてセナディアのことを隠さなければ、真実を話したユーンがみんなから冷遇されずに済んだのに、彼女が非難されたのは全部私のせい。
I mean, I guess that's the issue, right? If you tell everyone that God's like suffering because of X, it could bring like turmoil to the people, right? Because some people like then may start questioning Senadina, or others might end up like becoming more cultish than they already are.
ユーンは友達なのに私は彼女がどれほど傷ついて怯えてたのかと思うと顔を合わせるのが怖いんだ。でもあなたもいろいろ考えたんだよね。真実を隠したことが過ちだったとしたら今から神様の不調をみんなに公表するの？そんなことをしても混乱を招くだけ。
Mm-hmm.
それに前に同じような事態に陥った時セナディアもずっと隠し通したの。セナディアはそのことを公にしたくないんだ。体に鞭を打って仕事を続けて自分は全能の神様だって言い張って眠気以外に敵はいないって豪語して、そしてじゃああなたもセナと同じ理由で
For the same reason,
同
yeah.
じ選択をするってこと？選択？うんうん。セナディアがそうするなら
That's also the issue
そ
with
れが
Layla.
最善の方法ってことでしょ？
She can't see fault in Senadina. Yeah.
ユーンが見つけた真実を教えてくれなかった理由はなんとなくわかってるの。多分セナディアと同じなんだと思う。きっと
Like,
私が取り乱すんじゃないかって心配してくれたんだ。
I guess we're starting to see why, or I guess, yeah, starting to see why Layla became how she ended up as. He seems to have discovered some hidden issues.
全部私が悪いの。私
Yeah.
がもっと頼れる存在だったら彼女たちにもっと信頼されて助けられたかもしれないのに。
Perhaps you were always surrounded by friends who preferred to boldly sprint forward rather than retreat, while Layla's attitude was quite the opposite. That made it all the more impossible for you to ignore her.
ごめんなさい。私自分のことばかり話しちゃったね。あなたは？そういえばあなたの悩みをまだ教えてもらってないよね。
You realize that there was a small choice right now that could double as a way to verify your guess.
前も言ったように私は遠い未来から来たんだ。これから起こることについても少しは知ってる。その曖昧な未来でユーン先生はトラブルに巻き込まれてレータの海に落ちて消息不明になっちゃうの。じゃああなたはどうするつもり？彼女に伝えるの？
That's the issue, right? Do you tell someone the future to prevent it, or do you tell someone the future and then end up causing a self-fulfilling prophecy? You were right. Rather than making decisions independently, Layla tended to follow the guidance of those she acknowledged in her heart. People such as Senadina, Nahala, and now you. Ooh. Okay. Nod, shake your head, not sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is just what I was saying, right? Do we tell her? With a chance of it ending up causing a self-fulfilling prophecy? Not tell her and let it happen naturally? Or not sure? I think we tell her anyway, right?
タイミングを見て話そうと思ってるよ。ただ私がどんな選択をしたとしてもこれだけは絶対に変わらないよ。私は彼女のそばにいて、起こりうるすべての危機から守ってみせる。その点だけは考えた結論としてはっきりと伝えるつもりだよ。
Of course, you also wish to convey the meaning of every choice that fell upon her, and every decision concerning others, to this little future god before you. Just like the teacher who taught you to cherish both love and for yourself and for others on that rainy night.
夢追い人、かっこいいことを言うのが上手だね。でもそれは あなたが真剣に考えて悩んで計画して決断によって生まれる責任を負う覚悟があるからなんだってちゃんと分かってる。選択そのものよりたくさん考えて悩んでいく過程の方が大切なんだって私に伝えたいんだよね。
I mean, she is smart, isn't she?
でも私はそういうのあんまり考えたことがないの。私はただセナディアの後を追い続けてきたから。セナディアはいつも正しいって分かってるし、その足跡をたどれば間違った道に進むことなんてないから。
私の先生がいつも言ってたんだ。2つの論文が違う結論に至った場合、その信憑性も半分下がるんだって。
I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell theses. Plural, right? The credibility will be equally halved.
もしその中の一つに彼女の署名があれば、話はまた違ってくる。署名のある論文の信憑性が倍増して、片方はたちまちゼロになっちゃうの。そんな先生なのに、私が彼女と正反対の結論を出すと、いつも面白いやり方で励ましてくれたんだ。それに、ほとんど存在しない証明条件を探すために、いろいろチャレンジできるように応援してくれたの。
じゃあ一度でもあなたの方が正しいって証明できたことはあるの？
Nope.
それが全然なんだ。最新の私の戦績は56連敗。超えられない壁はどんどん高くなってる。
56-0. That is a bad KDA.
意地悪でしょ？でも、私に付き合って夜更かししてて、無駄だって知ってる作業を何度も一緒にやってくれるような人だから。私は文句を言いながらも、また彼女を好きになって、57回目のチャレンジを楽しみにしちゃうの。
二人とも正解を知ってるんだね。それでも先生はすでに通った寄り道なのに、あなたの成功を願って付き合ってくれるんだ。いつかきっと自分を超えてくれるはずだって信じて。でも怖くないの？もし先生ができなかったことをやり遂げたら、それって自分の手で完璧な先生を壊して、
Ah,
先生の光を
that's
奪っ
an
て
interesting
先生を愛する
viewpoint.
気持ちを汚すことになっちゃうんじゃない？
Shambling your teacher's perfection and stealing away her radiance. Demonstrating that your love for her isn't pure enough. That's an interesting outlook.
先生に何度も励まされて、認められた自分を否定することは、彼女の考えを否定することと同じだから、それこそが彼女に対する最大の侮辱だと思うんだ。それに、より輝く光は、他の光を暗くさせるだけだとも思わない。まだ照らされてないところを照らしてもいいし、その光に加勢して、一緒により広い空を目指してもいい。
The girl lowered her head, pondering deeply for a moment. You knew exactly who she was thinking of, but you chose not to speak it out loud.
その期待が芽吹くまで、静かに見守っていこう。もしかしたら、彼女もいつか超えられる日を迎えるかもしれないから。
ならユウに謝りに行かなくちゃね。隠し事をしたことと、これからも隠し続けると決めたことも。ねえ夢追い人、私もあなたの先生みたいに意地悪になっちゃうかな。
少しでもそれを避けたいなら、あなたの一番の親友に伝えてあげて。どんな時でも、彼女が自分の発見や考えていること、悩みを打ち明けてくれるなら、あなたは
迷わず彼女を信じてそばで支えるよ。これが私の中で一番本当の気持ちなんだね。ありがとう夢追い人。
The both so small. I guess it makes sense, right? Because they're both children.
よ
Oh,
く聞
fucking
こえない
Coralie.
ちょっとヘリア引っ張らないで。
二人きりにしてあげた方がいいんじゃない？
それさっきも聞いたから繰り返さなくてもいいってば。少女たちの間にある
Not
青
really.
く儚い秘密をヘリアは知りたくないの？
Yeah, both are tiny. But isn't... Also, like, Layla has, like, such a massive head. Or maybe it's just her hair? But she looks like she has a massive head in comparison to you, you know? Right? Because Yun's head is just like this, right? It's like, you know, right? It's like suits, right? But her... Layla's head is like... Bruh. Bruh. It looks like she has a massive head. It's probably just the hair, right? Also, give me one section. Okay, back. You know what's... it was fine at the start, but now it's really annoying. You know on Twitter when people like post art and it's like they do like 4, you know, posts, right, for like one picture. I feel like at the start it was like, oh, okay, that's kind of neat, right? It's been over like 2 weeks. It's annoying as hell now. I don't know if it's just me, but like half of the posts I see like on like the 4 segments, and it's like, first off, just post the full thing. And I know why they do it, right? Because you know you post it, you click on the post, it counts as, you know, a metric, right? Which then, you know, increases the likelihood of the post being seen, right? Because it counts as a view. But oh my God, Jesus Christ, it's like, why? Just stop this. It's annoying. And like most of the time, like when they do it, right, it ends up kind of like distorting the picture anyway, right? Because the picture ends up looking like even bigger than it should be, right?
ぎこちなくお互いに気持ちを打ち明けるところ。あなたたちのそんな場面を何度目にしてきたと思ってるの？
私たちは違うよ。
Very different.
解散仕事に戻らなきゃ。
まったく変わらないんだから。
Oh my God, why is she here? I recognize those feet. Wait, hold up. I shouldn't say that. Hold up. I shouldn't be saying that. I recognize that. Okay, that lower half doesn't sound right either. I recognize those colors. Why is she here? Oh, okay. No, okay. I feel like it's bringing precedence to what I was thinking about Seraphim, right? Because I was thinking, that doesn't really make sense if Seraphim's not here.
明日からは大変そう。部屋は全部チェックした？食料と水の配置は大丈夫？
Wait. Let me fucking... Wait, hold on.
ちゃ
No,
ん
wait.
と仕事してる？避難所の準備がこんなに大変だとは思わなかったよ。
Is she gonna appear?
見つけた。ヘリア、こっちは終わったけど、そっちはどう？
私の方も準備できたよ。ああ、そうだ。ユー ンとレイラを見なかった？
またどこかで女子トークでもしてるんじゃない？ちょっと夢追い人、そっちはどう？今日の仕事は明日に、明日の悩みは明後日に任せればいいんだから。
ちょっと一人で全部言われたら私のセリフがなくなるんだけど。
うん、わかったよ。あなたたちもお疲れ様。
Oh, that's cute.
ゆっくり寝て
Yeah,
ね。
that is cute.
いい
She
夢を
literally has
見れ
like
ますように。
eternal 3, doesn't she?
おやすみなさい。
Is she gonna appear again? No. Okay, okay, okay. We're gonna go into like the third section. This is what it should have been, but it wasn't. This is what it should have been, but it wasn't. Wait. Okay, before we continue, wait, hold up. Let me confirm those feet that we saw. Let me have a double check, because I am pretty sure, I am like 100% sure those feet belong to her. Wait a minute. Okay, wait. Okay, hold up. Where's OBS? Where's OBS? Here it is, here it is. Right. Where? It should be here? It is! It is. Yeah, no, it is. Because this is the outfit she wears in, chapter 5 or 6? Yeah, why? Hold on, can we see the book? No. Huh. It is her. Why is she here? This now like really brings up like even more suspicions to her, right? About what I was saying before with Serapium. Because technically before it was like possible for her to be in Rima, right? Since like Lantern was also there. So it was like Baiji, Zhang Chui. They were like during that time, right? So it's like not Serapium there. It's like, yeah, kind of technically makes sense. But then what she said to like the toss and about Senadina was like, hold up. That's what kind of like made her even more suspicious, right? Then I was like thinking, okay, maybe she's an alien too, but no. Like the aliens were Senadina, Litost, and Layla. No, sorry, not Layla. Narla, right? But now that she's also here in Defang, I'm catching on to her. In the early hours before dawn, dozens of rifts appeared in thin air. The sheer number of coverage of these rifts was unprecedented in the Defang's relatively short history. Base stations, ecological dome cores, and other facilities essential to the city's basic functions all suffered varying degrees of corruption. Wasn't there 22 days left? Fortunately, your early intervention helped you convince the director of the CO Data Research Institute. Later, though, through Layla, Yuyun alerted the other institute's heads to the coming disaster. Multiple parties responded timely, thus successfully minimizing the impact of this emergency to the best of their abilities. However, before the sun rose, there was still much work ahead of you. 21 days. Okay, it's a 78% chance. It's no longer 100% though. Okay.
みんな、まずは非常用通信機の動作確認を行って。これさえちゃんと機能すれば、通信がダウンしてるエリアでも基本的な連絡が取れるはずだよ。
こっちは聞こえてるよ。
こっちも。
ユーン先生。
Hmm?
大丈夫よ。さっきはそ
I
の
guess
受信周波数を調整してたの。
she's like feeling the severity of the thing now.
ユーン先生、あの
Yeah.
箱が 今回の件を予測できなかったことをまだ気にしてるの？
当たり前じゃない。だって3年も準備したのよ。期末テスト前の大事な復習期間に抜き打ちで中間テストを受けさせられるなんて、もう最悪。
Could this be a ripple? Nah, I think it's definitely because of
計
Serapium.
画通りにいかないのが
I don't know.
人生だよ。それに心の準備はできてなかったかもしれないけど、あんたは短時間で臨機応変に新しい計画を立ててくれた。それってす
Wait.
ごいことだと思う。
Actually, no, it could be because of Serapium. 'Cause I was gonna say, no, maybe it's not right because Serapium also ends up dying in the simulated, in the prophetic dream of of Oxy and Amber's sheet, right? But what she ends up dying to is not the Sea of Data Corruption. What she ends up dying to is what's it called again? Perception, right? So it's not really the same.
私の理論の中核はあくまで人類が神様と肩を並べられるようになるってところにあるからね。人類が自力で突発的な災害に立ち向かうことを視野に入れて当然でしょ。でもまさかみんなが私の計画にすぐうなずいてくれるなんて思わなかった。今まで考えてきた案の中から比較的成功率の高そうなものを選んだだけなのに、
あったら行動中に随時計画を調整してい
I
け
believe
ば
that
いい。
bit tough. Okay.
ついでにポータブル簿記の名文もリアルタイムで更新しよう。
それもそうね。冗談はさておき、侵食の隙間が異常に増えてるのはデータの海側で隙間を発生させている存在が活
I
性化してい
do
る証拠よ。
think that it might be Serapium, right? I can't think of anything
ま
else.
ずは人員を集めて避難誘導を行って、高度全域の隙間を一つだけ残し、それ以外は可能な限り最速で修復する。そしてその残された隙間を人工的に広げて、この電撃計画を成功に導くこと、それこそが目の前の危機を解決する絶好のチャンス
So
よ。
to bait out the
あと週末が訪れる
no, it has to be Serapium. It has to
唯
be.
一のチャンスっていう可能性もある。
高度の6割近くの地域で通信がダウンしてるね。これじゃ避難誘導は隙間特攻隊と臨時救援隊が人力で伝達していくしかない。あとは各自の担当エリアの隙間を着実に修復していく以外に方法はなさそうだ。
Okay.
確かに。
ユーン先生、拳を握って深呼吸をしてみて。
わかった。
じゃあ私たちの作戦がうまくいくことを願って。
ダメ、フラグを立てないで。絶対に予想外のトラブルに遭遇するって言わな
What
きゃ。
to anticipate the worst?
けど最終的には乗り越えられる。
絶対に乗り越えられる。相反する予測が同時に存在すれば謎の力の干渉を受けずに済むはずだから。
私の仲間たちってすっごく頼む。
全部聞こえてるよ。
これ以上もたもたしてちゃダメ。
Okay, we're actually finally gonna fight something.
行動開始。
Maybe.
とはいえやっぱり私も少し緊張してるみたい。
Oh, can we like? I'm guessing this whole area should be like deserted, right? Yeah. Yeah, this whole area is deserted. Well, there's like a ship moving? That it shouldn't be, but sure. Okay, I guess to the Sea of Data? Yeah, there's a Sea of Data portal here. Oh, crack. Although, how the hell are we gonna fight? Hold up. I guess controlling them, right?
さすがに多すぎない？
Because that's how we fought last time.
何か言った？
ヘリア？まずい、通信機も妨害されてるみたい。
Hmm? Okay, they just dipped.
あの怪物たち、影の力を恐れてる。隙間から怪物を引きずり出してボコボコにしてもいいけど、時間の無駄にしかならないよね。この件に関しては私たちに未来はない仲間スペシャルに頼るしかないね。データの海のオーバーフローを利用して、
Oh, the thing that
特定の
Union
空
gave
間
them.
の時系列に逆方向から干渉する。それから現状改変の結果へとつなげる。難しすぎる。やっぱり実際に使ってみた方が早そう。
So, what's... Oh, okay, it's an updated version of Einstein's pots. Start the quick repair program.
強制の隙間の未来を検知しています。
We have no future. WHNF.
再起動のリスクが高いため、時系列再構築モードの起動を推奨します。
強制の隙間。
Symbiotic rift.
まあ、ひとまず指示通りにやってみよう。
Following the point indicates the current time point of the footage being viewed. Click on the fast forward backwards button. You can recreate the entire course of events. Familiarize key segments. Contain. Okay. Huh. Okay.
やっぱりもう一つあったんだ。
So this is like where it came from? Zeroed Bob's Stonehenge walk between the temporal rifts. Observe the timing. And okay.
本当に厄介だね。そうだ。隙間を吸収するっていうのはどうかな。
Okay, it's gonna attack us. Am I dented or? Okay, I feel like I'm dented. Okay, what? Okay, I need to do it before he even starts to jump down. So now when it goes dive. Oh, okay, okay. I was just doing it way too late. 78%, 72%, 71. Okay.
もう一つの隙間の様子を確認してみ
68
よう。
actually, never mind. 72 is rising. It's like rising and it's falling.
強制の隙間の未来を検知しています。再起動のリスクはありません。
強制の隙間って呼ばれてるくらいだし、一つ残らず修復すれば問題な。
たった数時間しか経ってないのに、
Huh?
なんでこんなに隙間が増えてるんだよ。ただでさえ神様もリトスト隊長も報道にいないのに、班長とも連絡が取れないなんて。しかも、
Is
せっかく閉じた隙間も十数分もしないうちにまた開いちまうし。
this what happened in the past?
くそ、本当にろくなことがないな。
このエリアの担当は私だけのはずだけど、じゃあコラリーとヘリアに連絡が取れないって言ってるこの人は一体誰？時系列再構築モードで見た
We'll see what originally happened.
彼の姿はなかったはずなのに。
コラリー、彼女たちと連絡取れてる？
バカ、もう夢追い人と繋がってるよ。
私は大丈夫。どうやら侵食の隙間に近づきすぎると通信機が干渉を受けちゃうみたい。
でも非常用通信機ってそういう事態に対応するために設計さ。
それより連絡がつかなくなった隊員は他にもいなかった？
今のところ
Just hard union.
だけだね。あんたの声が急に遠くなってって、まるで別の世界に連れて行かれたみたいだったよ。
Could it be whatever's like controlling the sea of data is targeting the anomalies, which would be, well, technically it's all three of them, right? But specifically in this case, it's Yu Yun and Dreamseeker.
私とユーン先
Right.
生だけ？
そうそれを伝えたくてずっと連絡してたの。パニック状態の住民を落ち着かせるためにユーンは避難中の十数人のグループに通信機を渡しちゃって、あの子に一番近いのはあなたの担当エリアでしょ。
わかった。あの赤い投影のことはユーン先生に聞いてみるしかないね。
I guess let's go find Yu Yun. There's like a lot of things which are making me suspicious about certain stuff now. Huh. How the hell do I get down there? Do I just jump down? Am I dented or? Okay, I guess I just jumped out, right? Okay, jumped way too low. Okay, so here.
小娘のくせに減らず口だけは一人前みたいだな。そんなもので俺がビビるとでも？
Okay. What the fuck are you?
失礼。
何事だ？
ごめん。さっき言ってた小娘ってこのくらいの背丈でツインテールの子のこと？
君も小娘に絡まれたのか？まったく困ったもんだ。口を開けば津波だの週末だの神様を冒涜するような
fanatic.
ばかり。
Okay.
その子がどこに行ったのかわか。
君は一体誰だ？あれこれ聞いてきて。もしかしてあの小娘の仲間で例の終末論を広めに来たわけじゃない
Wait,
だろう
but shouldn't
な。
they all have been evacuated? Why the hell's he here?
彼女の話は全部真実だよ。この辺の住民はほとんど避難してるし、
Yeah.
隙間と交
Why
代
is he
からの
here?
説明があったよね。
これはただの大規模な停電だ。一晩待てば治るだろう。 隙間なら俺も見たことあるし、それが頻発する時期は外出を控えるようにと以前。
じゃあ、
Yeah, then why is he out?
ついてるのは。
いちいちうるさいな。そんなに痛い目に遭う。
Okay then, buddy. Bring it, bitch. Huh.
この人、ユーン先生の行き先を知ってるみたいだけど、心を開いてくれるのを待って
Just
る時
beat
間はな
the
さそう。
information out of him.
こんな方法は取りたくなかったけど、今は襟好みしてる場合じゃないよね。それに、先生のことを好き勝手言っててムカつくし。
うわ、なんだこれは。
問題解決の手段として暴力より低レベルなものはないって私の先生が言ってたんだ。でも今は緊急事態だから、あなたが好きそうなやり方を選んであげようか。一つ、災害は本当だから早く避難するように。二つ、ユーン先生はどこに行ったの？
別に信じてないわけじゃない。本当は話を聞いた時から怖かったんだ。でも舐められたら嫌だし。
Did he get killed? Oh no.
彼には指一本触れさせないよ。大丈夫？
Okay.
ああ、問題ない。助けてくれてありがとう。
Really, I guess it's just her using the power shadows, right?
それにしても今の君最高に頼もしかったな。一瞬神様と重なって見えたくらいだ。おっと、これは神様を冒涜しているわけじゃない。
The way you
君が
talk, the way
神
you
様に
act.
似ているのは本当だからな。
私がセナに？ありがとう。
The comment lingered in your mind for some reason, but there was more urgent things to deal with, so you pushed it aside. Before parting, I told you where Union had gone and promised he'd bring any remaining civilians he came across to the library. It's like showing like small hints of Layla within herself, right? 69%. Oh, nice. 62%, 65%. Thank God it didn't show a 7. Okay. The fuck did you even go? Huh?
先生、時系列再構築モードを起動してみよう。何も
Stop
な
the
い。
quick repair?
落ち着いて、もう少し時間を巻き戻してみよう。あった。ついていってみよう。
Okay. Such a weird mechanic, but sure. Oh, she's here. Locked
時間
door.
を遡れば何か手がかりが見つかるかもしれない。
Huh? What's this segment? Why this? Huh? Didn't we just rewind time? Am I insane?
あっちに行ってみよう。
Wait, what? Okay, I'm so confused. Oh, I guess the man. Pick up the key. Okay. Does it make sense that there's an underground area here? Yeah, I guess it does make sense. See eroded sullen Bellringer countermeasure. Okay. Oh, wrong thing.
あの光ってるもの、なんだか不気味だね。どうにかして壊さなきゃ。
Chaos. Okay, we are being affected by chaos. Whatever the hell chaos. Oh, that thing. Okay, bitch. Okay, that should be it. Yeah. Then we can close this. 65, 63, 50? 62%.
当該の隙間の未来を検知しています。再起動のリスクはありません。
Okay.
また赤い投影が出てくるのかな。
なんで研究所はこの危機を予測できなかったんだ。今さら隙間特攻隊だよ言ってか。どうしろってんだ。
Yeah, okay, so I was right. This is the future that would have happened. Or the future that had. Yeah, the future that would have happened. If it wasn't for us.
隠れててもいいんじゃないですか。もう頑張りたくありません。神様もリトスト隊長もいないのに、私たちがいくら頑張ったところで何の意味もないでしょ。
寝言は寝て言え。たとえ無駄だとしてもやってみるしかないだろう。忘れるな。俺らは。
Ooh, he's dead. It sounds like he got sliced open. The projection ended here, its conclusion speaking for itself. He looked at the round in fear, searching for the man and woman, only to meet a pair of worried watching eyes.
ちゃん、怪物はもうあなたに倒されたよ。ここには私たちしかいないから。
Is this where she fell into the sea of data?
シュガー、さっきここで話してたおじさんとお姉さんを見なかった？
助けに来てくれたのは、ゆ
Hmm.
めちゃんだけだよ。ゆめちゃん、もしかしてストレスが溜まってるの？もし疲れてるなら、ちょっとだけ一緒に休もう。
He slipped a clean piece of gauze from the shadow and bandaged the girl's
不思
wound.
議だなって思ってた行為が、今はもうこんなにテキパキできるようになってる。
ありがとう、ゆめちゃん。ごめんなさい。私がお父さんとお母さんとはぐれちゃったせいで、あなたまで巻き込んじゃった。
Hmm.
もっと早くゆうお姉さんの言うことを聞いておけばよかったね。こんなに。
ユウお姉さんに会ったんだ。じゃあ彼女元気だった？
私たちが考えさせてほしいって伝えた時は すごく落ち込んだように見えたけど、すぐまた元気になって次の家の人たちに知らせに行ったよ。
Want to warn another family.
ほん
Okay.
の一瞬だったし、私がずっとユーンお姉さんの顔を見てなかったら。
そうだったんだ。
Hmm.
ユーン先生は本当
Okay,
に
so
変
she's
わら
helping
ない
the
な。
evacuation.
ゆめちゃん、もしユーンお姉さんに会えたら、代わりにごめんなさい。お父さんとお母さん、それと私も今までずっと神様に守られてきたから。
Yeah, the issue with the
こんなに
Fang
大
is
きな災い
really
が
showing.
怖がらなくていいよ。神様はすぐに戻ってくるから。
I wonder if this is
私
realistic
は
to
神様から
how
派遣された特
it would
別
be in
警
real
衛隊
life.
のメンバーなんだ。
In the sense that if there was like a clear god, would everyone become over dependent on it? Is what I'm thinking.
まったくもう通信エラーにはうんざりなんだけど、夢追い人、私とヘリアが担当する隙間の修復は全部終わったよ。
まだだよ。今ははぐれたシュガーと合流したところ。
今一緒にいるってことなら、その子は私たちに任せて。
それがいいと思う。ゆめちゃん、私のことは心配しないで。今は
Okay.
ユーンお姉さんの方があなたを必要としてるはず。
なんていい子なんだ。ヘリアよりずっとお利口さんだね。
ちょっと私も聞いてるんだけど、それにあんたが寝坊した時いつも待っててあげてるのは誰だっけ？電話の向こうのお姉さん？
そうだ、隙間が修復された後、赤い投影を見なかった？
Okay, no, they haven't.
見てたらとっくに言ってるよ。もしかしてまた予知夢みたいに大変特殊な夢追い人にしか見えないとか？
予知夢というより、失敗した幾度もの輪廻の上に積み重なった直感って感じかも。レイラが見せてくれた光景のおかげでようやく気づいたんだ。それは何をすべきか、何をしちゃいけないかを教えてくれるの。でも同時に自身の仕組みをうまく隠して、今を生きてる人に未来を予見したような錯覚を与えちゃう。
Assuming she's talking about chapter 90x, right? Yeah. Tells me what to do and what not to do while hiding its own structure. An instinct build up over numerous failed cycles.
ただ、私たちがフォードに来たのは今回が初めてのはずだよね。失敗したことなんてないのに。
It's the box of memories, right?
そんな。
だったら
Or time and
それっ
memories.
てただ単に侵食の隙間が蜃気楼みたいな。どちらにしても考
Hmm.
えすぎない方がいい。私も
ちょっと今の情報はいらなかったでしょ？
じゃあ、シュガーのことは任せる
60%.
ね。
Oh, there's you.
また現れた。今度は。
Oh, so this is what would have happened to her. How far are we? We're in the third part.
今になって解放するなんて、よっぽど猫の手も借りたい状況なのね。今からじゃ電撃計画も戦意計画も間に合わない。
The honesty plan.
最後の保険として
Yeah, this would have been.
正直者計画で行くしかないみたいね。
So she was locked up then during this section, originally.
バカ正直に一つずつ侵食の隙間のエネルギーを測ってデータを分析して、隙間が爆発的に増えた原因を突き止めるの。その要となる隙間さえ特定できれば、レイラもあのへんてこな大人たちに邪魔されずに人手を集められるはずよ。私、くじ運はある方だし、もしかしたら、しょっぱなから強いエネルギーを持つ隙間を引き当てちゃうかも。
このユーン先生ってもしかして。
Thinking back on everything, the cold knot deep in your chest finally formed a clear shape. The red projection you saw was probably Luo Xing's original history, the one untouched by your interference. Yeah, this is what would have happened originally. What the? Taba ending fell into the rift with her spirit crushed one day, and Terry would have learned from her medical report that her chronic illness was finally beginning to heal. Time of death 1:41 a.m. Chilua, I guess, ending swallowed by the rift. In excruciating pain of the rift tearing at him, he desperately prayed on hoping to see the god return before his vision faded. Time of death 1:45 a.m. Tatlin, buried near the shelter. A few days ago, Tatlin received a curatorial invitation she had been dreaming of. She was full of ambition, seeing as it was the new beginning to her career. Time of death 2:52 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing how they originally died. Or I guess we're seeing the original history. Bona ending, fell into the rift holding her conscious daughter. Ooh. Bona saved up money to change jobs and planned to rent an apartment near the school. Starting next semester, her daughter wouldn't need to live on campus. Time of death 1:20. Dylan, ending, escaped to the seaside but was swept away by the high tide. As seawater endlessly rushed into his nostril, he wondered if he hadn't lost his diving certificate. Would he have his ending been different? Time of death 3:50 a.m. So one drowned to death, and the other, I guess, fell into the rift, right? Watch footage.
お嬢ちゃんそこどいて邪魔だよ。
なんなんだよ。こんな時に発明品の売り込みか？
手伝ってくれなくても結構よ。別に私一人でも。やっぱり3人くらい助っ人が欲しかったな。せっかく仲間スペシャルを作ったのに。
ユーン先生。
Okay, so people really just died in like various different ways, didn't they? 60% still. Is it rising? No, it's like falling. Grace ending, absorbed by the sudden rift that appeared behind. But Lady Serenadina, please save them. This was Grace's last thought as she pushed the students away from the rift. Oh, died 1:19 a.m. Daniel, buried together with his students. Ooh, oh. He had always yearned for the madam's praise. When he led the last student out of the dorm, he thought he'd finally had his moment. Died 1:18 a.m. Was it just before Grace? Oh. So I guess a lot of them ended up resenting. What's that? Don't let the believers hear you. So I guess it was. Botu and you. Oh, these are the ones that ended up in Oxia. Fell into the rift on the front of page of Botu's notebook was a messenger. A message his first teacher never stopped reminding him of. Class is class, safety is first, now news is second. Time of death unknown. Jujian fell into the rift. Jujian found a shelter that could only fit one person. Bud pointed at the girl hurdled in the shelter corner towards it. Time of death unknown. Yeah. These were the ones who ended up in Oxia.
今逃げればニュースが報じる大勢の市民に埋もれてしまうだけだけどユーンについていけばたとえ失敗しても名を残した英雄として語られることになるスクープを求める者として常に一番でかいやつを狙わないと狂ってる
So then the people who survived are the ones who went with Yuyun then, right? Because this seems that they went with Yuyun. The ones who were sent into the future. I see. Zero ending. Brain death along with Salen amid turbulences in the rift. Today Zero was going to confess everything. He had planned his future for more than a decade, willing to do anything to help Salen complete her research into Spirit Travel Box. Time of death 6:41 a.m. So much later than the rest. Salen.
一緒に頑張ればきっと君のお母さんを安全な場所まで連れて行けるはずだよ。ありがとうございます。でもお母さんは動ける状態じゃありません。ザイロ、アクチュームを見るのが好きなら いつもあなたと口喧嘩ばかりしている人の夢を見るのもそう難しくないでしょ。セリン。
Oh, wait, we can't go up that. A lot of dead people. Hey, ending. Failed to escape after the monster devoured the cats. Struggling to make ends meet, Paya finally decided to apply for subsidies for her stray cat at shelter. Lately, she had been planning to buy more canned food for her furry children. Time of death: 3:16 a.m. Kato. Ending. Devoured while luring monsters away from the shelter. Oh, so he got eaten alive, huh? At the moment Katsu decided to run out of the temporary shelter, he was certain that following the god had brought him many real friends. Time of death: 4:32 a.m. How? Who? Ending. Corrupted during rescue, died on the way. The director had stamped document ready. A public notice about Yuyin's promotion to full researcher. He had even decided to which restaurant to celebrate at. Time of death: 6:50 a.m. Soje, I think. Ending. Jumped into the rift, dragging two monsters. Yes, two monsters. Oh, okay. Yesterday, his mom ordered a cake, and his dad awkwardly made a phone call. They were carefully preparing for his squad's entry anniversary, wanting to let him know that his parents had always been supporting him. Time of death: 5:18 a.m. Wait, we can't see hers.
もう限界です。隙間特攻隊は全員撤退を決めました。
みんなお願いだ。
Hmm.
お願いします。
Oh, it is a director. Okay.
させてください。神はすでにお戻りになられている。だが様子がおかしいんだ。こう言えば伝わるだろうか。
Being corrupted.
神のお体にも侵食を受けた者だけに。
So, society that was corrupted.
うまく説明できなくて申し訳ない。だがどうかこの件は秘密にしてくれ。今はただ神がそのお力を行使できるように時間を確保しなければ。私たちの盲目的な信仰心のせいで。
A genius because of blind faith. Wait, I'm assuming Yuyun, right?
まさかこの弱さのせいで我らは神すら失おうとしているのか。
それって
Yeah.
ユウのことですか。
彼女とその仲間は隙間に落ちた少女を助けようとしたのだが、それが突然。
前方に隙間が広がっています。早急にご対応ください。
So his name was Howl. Okay. I'm curious we don't get to see hers. Weird. Because we've seen like every NPC we've seen so far except hers. Which is kind of odd. What the? What? Oh, we fell into the abyss there. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could fall into the abyss there. Interesting. Yuyun? Oh, the real Yuyun.
Yuyun 先生、気をつけて。
私たちに未来はない仲間スペシャルトリセツ第5条。隙間を修復するときは他者と2メートル以上の安全な距離を保つこと。
During repairs.
私が通信機を他の人に渡したから慌てて駆けつけてきてくれたんでしょ。大丈夫。ただ広がるだけの隙間だから。あなたが来る前に私はこのエリアの隙間を一人で3つも修復したの。
This is like on a side note, right? But I just realized you can see the underboob for Dream Seeker here. I just noticed this. How did I just notice this? What is wrong with me? Although, why did I just notice this?
褒めてくれても。あれ？なんで黙ってるの？
ユン先生。
What is wrong with me?
もし私たちがあなたと出会ってなかったら、もしあなたが何も説明できずに研究所に捕まって、
Oh, she's verifying
事態が深刻になってからようやく解放されたとしたら、あなたはどうする？
そんなの決まってるでしょ。まず基地に戻って持てるものを 全部ひっつかんで私の正直者計画を即実行するの。
Yeah, I guess that more or less confirms it, right? So what she's seeing is what would have happened.
もし誰も手伝ってくれなかったら？
手伝ってくれなくても結構よ。別に私一人でも。やっぱり3人くらいは助っ人が欲しいかも。せっかく仲間スペシャルを作ったのに。
And those who had it ended up surviving. So then is it that the special body edition is what let them go into the future, maybe? At the girl's feet, the rift slowly closed and the dark red projection gradually dissipated. They looked identical to the small mechanical sphere in your hand. They were the devices thrown out to the rift by the genius and the two heroes using their last of the strengths before they sank into the sea. Yeah, it is. Maybe right until the end, they were hoping for someone to pick them up and finish what they couldn't. Yet. Irreversible history brushed right past the people trying to shape the present.
それでもこの歴史が残したものはきっと失ったものよりずっと多いはずだ。
もうどうして黙っちゃうの？あなたも言ってたように確かに今は緊急事態だけどちょっとおしゃべりするくらいの余裕はあるでしょ。修復完了まであと10分もあるのにずっと一人芝居をさせるつもり？
そうだね。じゃあ聞かせて。ユーン先生はどうしてそこまでするの？
The future Union you know is a genius who dominates the economic world and does whatever she wants. She's kind, but she's not the type to play hero or throw herself into danger for the sake of kindness. Instead of taking the lead on purely altruistic deeds, she prefers letting others do 90% first and then helping out when it's convenient. But the girl standing in front of you was nothing like that.
前にも言ったと思うけど時代に求められて答えないのは罪を犯すのと同じくらい危険なことなのよ。だから時々祈願の木の前で祈るの。綺麗で優しい神様がいつか私の代わりに時代に応えずに私を疑ったり批判したり嘲笑したりした人たちに罰を与えてくれますようにって関係ないおせっかいをするのは大嫌いだし英雄になる気も本当にさらさらないよ。でもこれから訪れることは無関係だとも言えないの。フォードの人々、私自身、そして何より大好きな落星に関わることだから。
大好きな落星？
そうよ。この星には謎だらけなデータの海と遠くから見守ってる3つの衛星だけじゃなくてまだまだ広大な未開の地が存在してるの。しかもあなたたちの話によると知性を持った人類の誕生が確認されてる星がもう一つ存在するんでしょ。そんなのワクワクしない方がおかしいじゃない。
I guess an adventure at heart, right? As the girl talked about her passion, she grew visibly excited, but soon she, unintentionally showing a rare flash of embarrassment, she forced herself to calm down.
そんな期待に満ちた世界を天才が見逃すなんてそれこそ世界の損失よ。世界に大損させるわけにはいかないでしょ。ならまだみんなに天才だって認められていなくても、私が全力を尽くすしかないの。どう？こんな純粋な理由はユーンらしくないって思っちゃった？
でもだからこそ私の全てをかけて期待せずにはいられないの。あなたが未来でどんな風に素晴らしい研究者に全世界の人が憧れる天才になっていくのか。
My favorite teacher.
私の大好きな先生に。
当該の隙間の未来を検知しています。再起動のリスクはありません。
21 days. We're down to 59? 59%? 55% actually. We like making progress? With 20 days left.
ま
What the hell is gonna happen?
意固地になってるおじいさんをまた説得したい
An
の。
old man.
邪魔しないで。
Why do I feel like this old man's gonna be curious? Okay, never mind.
もち
I
ろ
thought it was
ん
gonna be might be someone else.
このエリアでまだ避難してないのはおじいさんだけなんだから。
While the girl spoke, she tried to smooth out the report she had nervously wrinkled without realizing it. But the pages were like lost children, each one stubbornly refusing to unfold from its cold state.
今回は担当直入に言うが、隙間は決して災いではない。
Hmm?
時がすでに証明して
Wait,
お
what?
る。これは風邪と同じで、治せる軽い病に過ぎん。
Rifts under this disaster time has proven that they're nothing more than a mild illness that can be cured like a cold. Huh?
それを治すのは誰なのか。フォードの住民なら全員知ってるじゃろう。町の機能や物資の供給はもちろんの、
Okay.
わしらの未来の可能性すら、そのお方ありきじゃからな。
So he's aware of the state of defang,
神様がフォードに戻られるのを気長に待てば、
but he's also
すべてが元通りになるじゃろう。
overly reliant.
もしお前さんの言う
Overly
災いが
dependent.
起きなかったとしたら、皆はそれを喜ぶと思うか？逆に騙されたと憤るかもしれんな。
And if it does, everyone
お
dies.
前さんは
What?
どっちだと思う？あるいは仮に災いが本当に起きるとして、お前さんの言う通りに避難所へ行けば、
Yes?
わしらは全員助かって、
But
すべてが丸く収まるとでも言うつもりかい？
yes, then just in case, go to the shelter?
私たちずっと図書館に住むの？
Oh.
ベッドは足りるのかな？物資はどうするの？
Okay, I see. Oh, okay.
まだ災いは来てないんだから、大事なものをもっと持ってくればよかった。家には高価なものがたくさんあるのに。
21日後？それなら今すぐ避難しなくてもいいんじゃないか？それとも今避難したら21日後には何もかもが解決してるとでも言うのか？
僕たちにやらせたことが本当により良い未来へとつながっていると約束できるんですか？
Everything you're telling us will lead to a better future, so they'd rather risk it and all die. Huh.
人類の知恵は神から離れて初めて輝きを放つと言ったな。正直その言葉を聞いたとき、お前さんの大胆さには驚かされたものじゃ。フォードが神様から完全に離れたことなど今まで一度もないんじゃ。
Yeah,
お前さんの
he's very
崇高
aware
な理想
actually
と科学的な理論は
with the
今
issue
の
with
わしら
defang.
には無関係じゃよ。状況が落ち着いたら研究所に津波の件を確認するつもりじゃ。ただし、それはお前さんを信用してるからではない。どちらかといえば、わしはお前さんが嘘をついてると証明したいんじゃ。
おじいさん、私に言いたいことは全部言えた？
Punch
そう
him.
じゃのう。
Punch the old man.
これ以上豚に真珠をやっても意味がある。
あなたが神様を心から尊敬して深く慕ってることはすごく伝わってきたよ。でも一つ聞かせて。あなたの尊敬と信仰心は具体的にどんなところに現れて
Yeah,
るの？
because they only expect things from Sonadina, right? They don't try and do anything for her. Right?
例えば、
Yeah.
お前さんのたわごとに耳を貸さずに神様のお言葉に従い。
つまり言い換えてみれば、
Yeah,
あなた
by
は
doing
何
nothing.
もしないっていう形で 神様への尊敬と信仰心を示してるのね。
神を冒涜する小わっぱと議論するつもりはない。
私が神様を冒涜したとしても、誰一人としてその心に寄り添おうとしなかったあなたたちよりマシよ。
なんじゃと？
私から見ればおじいさんと同じ考えを持つ無数のホードの人たちは勝手な思い込みで神様のイメージを作り上げてる。私たちに一番近づきたがってる神様を何度も自分の手で遠ざけてるの。神様は超えてはならない、疑ってはならない、比類しうるものがあってはならない存在。でももし神様が本当にそうなりたいと願ってるなら、どうして私たちと一緒にホードで暮らすことを選んだの？
That is true, right? Because otherwise, it would have been more like Layla, right? Because Layla chooses to be in, like, away from the people in God's tower, while Senadina chooses to be with the people, right?
全知全能の神様なら完全に姿を隠して形のない無垢な存在として永遠に人々の心の中で生きることを選ぶべきでしょ。白近幽雲にもう一度生きる希望を灯してくれたセナディアは決して空っぽな彫像なんかじゃない。だから今日も明日もこれからの毎日も私は彼女に会うたびにハグをねだりして残してくれた課題について語り合うの。彼女が示す答えに疑問をぶつけて過ちを犯して、私の言いたいことはそれだけ。本当は無理やりにでも連れて行きたかったけど、あなたの考えを尊重する。私よりも長く生きてきたあなたなら自分に責任を持つことがどういうことなのかきっと分かってると思うから。お邪魔しました。じゃあまた。
ユウ先生、もうちょっとドアを閉めるのが遅かったら私の拍手の音が漏れちゃってたかもしれないよ。もう
追い打ちをかけないで。
And she's such a nervous wreck.
ハクト、どうしてあそこが編集長の家だって早く教えてくれなかったのよ。
Oh, so even okay, so they're even following her in this, I guess, in this timeline.
待ってくれ。
That's
文
when
句を言うのは俺
Yujing.
の方だろう。通信基地局の修復後に人を動員するために放送で演説するのは夢追い人であんたじゃないってちゃんと説明してくれなかったのはそっちだろう。新聞の見出しを書き上げて白近幽雲に演説の機会を取り付けたところに、あんたがうちのボスに説教してる場面を目にした俺の気持ちも考えてもらえないか？だ
ってまさかあんな厳しそうなおじいさんがゴシップ誌の編集長だったなんて誰も思わないじゃない。
Oh, so he did leave.
10分後には出て行ってくれたから結果オーライってことね。
どうとでも言えばいいさ。通信が復旧するまであと2時間その間はしっかりと見張らせてもらうから。
綺麗で優しい夢追い人のお姉さん助けて、一生のお願いだから
ユウン先生の一生のお願いは
一生は長いんだからお願いが一つ
Allowed 1, 2, 3. Okay.
4つや5つくらいあってもいいでしょ
でも私はやっぱりユウン先生の方が演説にふさわしいと思うよ。研究所の所長もレイラもあなたに投票してくれたよね。
それとこれとは違うの。さっきの話をホードの人たち全員に向かって言えるわけないでしょ。あんな過激な発言はあなたにはふさわしくないの。
I feel like that speech is probably that speech is probably what the people of defend need to hear, to be honest, right?
ほら、ちゃんと自分のすべきことを分かってるじゃない。
Although it is like a harsh speech, but it's true.
さっきも自分の犠牲を強調したり、理論の正しさを主張したり、無理におじいさんにへりくだって取り入ったりしなかった。限られた時間の中であなたはずっと感情を抑えながら 礼儀正しく対応してたよね。そうした方が本当に伝えたいことを話せる時間がもっと増えることに気づいたから。悲観的な考えに心を乱されず、失敗に勇気を奪われることもなかった。それってすごく難しいことだよ。
あの時はただ電撃計画のことで頭がいっぱいだったの。それにどうしたら編集長のおじいさんを説得できるのか今でもちょっと実感がないの。
But
ずっと誰にも言えずに溜め込んできた気持ちを
everything seems to be
こんな形で思いっきり吐き出しちゃうなんて。
progressing smoothly,
こ
right?
れじゃあ私
Everything is
も
too
ともと少
smooth,
なかったみんなからの信頼を
which
もっ
is
と失っちゃいそうね。
信頼を失うなんて未来への道はもともと若い命が切り開いていくものだよね。その若い命があなたなら私は真っ先に両手を挙げて賛成するよ。
夢追い人。
神様の見よう見まねでユンウン先生を励ましてみただけ。ここからはユンウン先生とハクトに任せるよ。
defend destruction 50%. Ooh, okay, 47%. Okay. And we still have like 20 days left.
よし、任務をちゃんと覚えた？
Oh, okay.
夢追い人、すべての隙間の見直しが終わったよ。突然新しい隙間が現れる可能性は否定できないけど、特攻隊のみんながすでに街中に散らばってるから。
お疲れ様。あ、このエネルギーバングルも渡しておくね。
So smart to convert
説
so.
を見る限り根源物質変換器って
Hold
呼ん
up,
だ方が
wait a
分かり
minute.
そうだけど。
This is, unless you're reusing assets, which there might be, isn't this the Alpha Part 2 bracelets, right? Yeah, this is the Alpha Part 2 bracelets. That I guess essentially was the precursor? The precursor to the actual system, right? Yeah. Hold up.
ちょっと待って。あなたの先生が桜花で発表した論文によると、大崩壊以前に根源物質が存在してた証拠はないんだよね。それ、矛盾してない？
Yeah.
このバングルだけじゃなくて時系列再構築モード自体がすごくデタラメだと思わない？
That is true. Time sequence reconstruction modes.
ユンウン先生の才能を否定するつもりはないけど、仲間スペシャルの原型が記憶と時間の箱で、予知夢がその箱を通してレイラが私に与えてくれた特殊能力っていう点を考えると、こう思わずにはいられないんだ。システムで現実じゃ不可能なことを実現させられたのはレイラが導いてくれた。むしろ強く望んで
Why?
たからじゃないかな。
Oh, I guess.
多分私たちが今まで気づいてなかっただけ。
I guess because that's probably necessary to, I guess, overcome it, right? Overcome the catastrophe.
気遣いのできる子で助かるよ。とにかくここからはこのアイテムだけ使えばいいんだよね。
うん、それだけだよ。
両腕に5、6個ずつつけとこうと思ってたのに。
Shackles.
確かにちょっと残念だね。私もコラリーも新しい装甲を酷使したから、次は1分持つかどうかもわからない。このアイテムで耐えきれるかな。
私の力を直接あなたたちの装甲に分けることができたらいいのに。幸い。
そういえばユウンはどこに行ったの？
どのボタンを押せばいいの？
Oh, the speech.
グズグズしないで早く話せって。
皆さ そして電撃計画の考案者で終末の予言の提唱者でもあるの。皆さんが知りたがってること、そして知るべきことを。今、影の執行者が皆さんのところにエネルギーバングルを届けてるの。バングルにはトリセツと研究所からの安全検証報告がついてるから、小さいから頼りなく見えるかもしれないけど、このバングルは起動すると空間的な連鎖を生み出して高度に広範囲なエネルギー循環網を作り出すの。緊急のエネルギー源として皆さんの役に立ってくれるはずよ。
A lot of CGs have been off, alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like nearly every CG this chapter has been which is like fine, right?
高度のためにこのバングルの力を信じてほしいの。そしてみんなを怪物から守ってくれてる隙間特攻隊のコラリン班長とヘリア班長を応援してあげて。それと一番大事な物資のことなんだけど、すでにホードの資源を
The Shadow Dim District.
レイラが諸エエリアを開放してくれたの。
We haven't been to the Shadow Dim District, have we?
日用品はこれから毎日決まった時間に配給さ。財産の運搬や引っ越しの件については影の執行者が全力でサポートしてくれる。神様もこっちに向かってるから、レイラの手配に従って私の電撃計画は今日のうちに記念館に潜む津波を引き起こす怪
The
物を倒す
monster
こ
in
と。
this memorial hall.
その後も皆さんには21日間待っててもらう必要があるの。そしてもし怪物が最後まで現れなかったら、もう話すことはないよね。そろそろ閉めるべき
Is
か
she
な。
gonna do one of her jokes?
閉めて何を言えばいいのか全然わかんない。いっそこの機会にみんなの好感度を上げておいた方が。
Everyone has moments like this. Just like 3 years ago, a thought and voice suddenly sounded by her ear.
あなたがとっくに持ってるものを無理に私や他の誰かに証明しなくてもいい。
Oh. But this time, the voice didn't come from a god. It came from the heart of a girl that had been warmed by trust and hence renewed with life.
そうね。何かを話すとき、それが誰かに認めてもらうためのものである必要なんてない。ちゃんと話すのはいつぶりかな。せっかくの機会だから思いっきり話さなきゃ。年を取って話せなくなったらきっと後悔しちゃう。みんなが投票してくれたし、北斗の助けもあったけど、ここでずっと私のことを受け入れてくれてたレータの海研究所のみんなに特別に感謝の気持ちを伝えさせて。あなたたちからしたら私みたいな同僚がいて穏やかに暮らしたいだけなのに、神様を冒涜するような理論を唱えてるやつに毎日うろちょろされて、その上そいつの馬鹿げた終末の予言のせいで研究所全体が巻き込まれちゃったんだもの。
Oh, okay.
また騙されたらどうしよう。あのジャジャンはならやりかねない。はっ、きっと最後にはしてやったりって顔でほくそ笑むんだろうね。そう思われても仕方がない私だからこそ、自分の写真が突然新聞に載せられてるのを見たときにすごく怖くなったの。反抗的な態度ばかり取ってきたから最悪の代償を払う羽目になっちゃうんじゃないかって。例えばこれからの人生を臆病なネズミみたいにずっと暗い下水道の中で逃げ回りながら過ごさなきゃいけないとか。
There's like a... I don't know, this chapter seems in a way similar to the previous one, even though it's not as,
その新聞社がすぐに未発売の
let's say, slice of life as the previous one.
そのおかげで関連する話題もほとんど一晩のうちに消えちゃって誰も口にしなくなったの。
Actually, I probably shouldn't say that until we finish the chapter.
変だって思わない？だから調べてみたの。そしたら 驚くべき真実が見つかった。
Oh, hey, Ahmad. How are you?
神様や研究所のみんな、それと
Hope you're doing well,
その
Ahmad.
批判がひどすぎると思った見ず知らずの人たちまでが私のために署名
Think I'm
活動を
towards
し
like
てくれたの。
close to the end of chapter 11.
そして新聞社に抗議して私の個人情報を全部削除させたんだ。私みたいな嫌われ者のために。それに私はこれまで長い間優しいレイラ以外は他の誰と
Never
も
make another friend.
でも新聞の件が終わってたった1日で3人もの友達ができたの。そう、3人もよ。今ここにはいないけ
A
ど、
very
私の心はずっと彼女たちと。
sweet, I guess.
新しい考え方は新しい発明品のようなものよ。皆さんはきっとそれがもたらす変化を拒絶したいわけじゃないのよね。
Thank God I'm fine.
普段の生
That's
活
good,
と
that's
の間
good.
に起こる摩擦に慣れるまでの時間が必要なだけ。
You just have to wait for, I think, 6-ish hours for Enfield, right? Is when it should
私
come
は
out.
皆さんの気持ちを理解できるけど、時間は待って
Although
くれ
that's
ない。
like at 3 a.m. for me, so I am asleep.
災いが目前に迫ってる今、私たちは生まれながらにして備わってる変化に適応するという力で報道を守らなくちゃならないの。じゃなきゃ私たちの愛する
No, then I
神
guess
様に面倒ごとを押し付けることになるでしょ。
bringing up the issue with the people of Defang. Will the service open today? They should open in 6 hours for Enfield.
もし皆さんが重くて自分勝手な敬愛のせいで神様が壊れ
Is
て
it?
も
What
構
time
わ
is it?
ないって言うなら、
Yeah, in around 6 hours and a half.
私はこれからも皆さんの嫌がることを繰り返して報道をかき回してやるつもりよ。たとえ彼女は超えられてもいいし疑われてもいいし、そして比類しうるものがあってもいい存在なの。神様を愛する私たちは深海に沈むことを恐れたりはしないでしょ。でも愛があるからこそ私たちは全力でもがいてみるべきよ。レイラがいる以上、私がフォードで一番神様を愛してる人間だ。
Okay, this is bringing up Layla's thing.
言えないけど、それでもトップ3には絶対に入ってる。
Top 1 would be Layla. Second one would be Dreamseeker. Yeah, I guess top 3 would.
2人にしか負けないくらいの愛情があるからこそ私は勇気を持って信じられるの。神様が見出してくれた
It'll be 7 a.m. at my
本質
place.
でもあるキラキラした光に
I mean, that's better than 3 a.m.
人たちならきっと目を向けてくれるってね。その
Yeah,
光
that's better than 3
は
a.m.
一瞬だけのものじゃない。この小さなフォードだけのものでもない。
You're not confined by this tiny defect.
もうあなたたちに届いてるんだから、今からその光が惑星全体を灯してくれるはずよ。
It will set all of Luoxing ablaze. Okay. But a very encouraging speech. But everything seems too smooth. I mean, it's like last chapter, right? Everything feels too smooth.
思い返してみるとなかなか情熱的な演説だったね。
From your voice, you don't sound young, almost the same age as my older brother, 42. Excuse me? I sound 42! Bruh, I'm not even in my 30s. Well, technically not yet. I'm like 20. Well, no, I'm not like 29. I am 29. I am not that old. Hold up.
かなり神経がすり減っ
Nah.
オブラートに包むって言ってたのに結局もっとひどいことを話しちゃったし。
And I guess also give me a sec. What the? 42? Hell no. I should not have drank so much water today. Oh my god. 24, you're so old. I'm from 2001. Okay, I said, okay, you know what, 24, sure. You're from 2001. 2001. Wait, wouldn't that just make you like 23? What? Am I stupid? No, that would make you 24. If you're from 2001, that would also make you 24. What? Alright. Also, oh yeah, I guess also anyone born after 2000 now is at least 25 years old, right? Well, I mean, at most 25 years old. Oh boy. Time is a thing.
でも効果は上々だったよ。レイラ曰
The
く
clipping, hair
先
clipping
生
on
が
her
うっか
thighs.
りマイクを落として音割れを起こした後、図書館中が大爆笑と拍手の音でいっぱいになったんだって。
やっぱり私って天才だったのね。
Oh, so she did do that.
その通りだ。ユーン先生のおかげでやっと気づけたよ。まさかフォードのみんなとレイラが前に進もうとしない理由が全部神様への愛に帰結するだなんて。
さすが天才。てなわけで。
How the hell do I sound like a 42-year-old? That's what I don't understand. But yeah, I don't hear it, I guess. I was born in 2001, I'm almost 24 years, in 4 months will be 25. I see. I see, she does have the freaking gun.
さて、どんな戦術で行くの？
走行のエネルギー補充チャンスは1回だけ。
カーテンコールまで取っておこう。
Oh.
これは天才幸運
Okay.
そのネーミングセンス、コラリーみたいだ。
Continue clearing the monsters.
今の向こうに潜んでるやつよ。みんな気をつけて。
Okay, but it's like not a threat, it's fine.
5、4、1。
Oh, geez. Okay, but like, you will also be old, naturalized. Everyone will be old once at some point.
まもなく準備完了よ。それじゃあ発射。
やったね、先生。
Okay. Let's be honest, you're old in comparison to anyone that's younger than you, right? So.
まだこっちの方が優勢だね。
逃げられる方、もうすぐよ。中速ファイヤー。振りたくない、本当に。
I don't even have to sleep in baby hours. But since you're old, you're the same age as my second brother. What, 29? I mean, possibly. That's also because you're not waking up like at early times, naturalized. Like, because also,
あいつにとっても最後のチャンスなんだ。
last chance for it to, hold on. Oh, okay, what is this? What is the posing? Okay. Also, like, I already technically ruined my sleep for like over 10 years by only choosing to sleep like 4 hours 45 minutes, like 5 hours for every night for like 10 years. So I've essentially tried to fix that by sleeping like 6 hours, which is technically no, still not. I think technically it's recommended like 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours, right? But yeah. Oh my god. Okay, how do Says game is hardcore offline. Okay, we don't have any charge. Oh, we got charged. Cool. What the hell charge does? Oh, I guess the people are deep in, right? Generation 2000 cooks. I mean, technically, everyone's cooked sooner or later, right? So it's like you can at least sleep with that piece of sound information in your heads. Everyone is cooked. You just have to wait. Okay, why is it taking the zero damage? Okay. Huh? Oh, okay. Oh my god, it's getting lazy. Okay, spirit. Oh, this is the freaking MA boss. Okay. Oh, we are running out of charge. Okay, so it's kind of like a variation of like a spirit bomb, right? Is what's happening. Okay. Speak your skibbity ah. What the hell? Speak your skibbity ah. I was like, how? Okay. How the hell was okay? Actually, why am I surprised about why the hell was Skibbity Toilet like so popular? Like fucking 6-7 is popular right now, which makes me worry for humanity's future. Blind. What? Okay. Ooh. Okay, got blasted. What the? Okay. They became too small ones to run away. After a while. Chat with Carl and Helia. Okay.
もうダメ。夕べは寝てないし、朝から緊急残業でずっとフル稼働。
Oh, so she's gonna log out?
ちょっと待って。私たちは隙間特攻隊の班長で天命のバルキリーなんだから。ぐー。もうわかったよ。
彼女たちの邪魔はしないでおこう。
Okay. Speak to Jujian and the others.
ゆめちゃん、さっきはすごかったね。
あなたたちもすごかったよ。
私たちは大したことをしていませんよ。
Candice. Oh, right, she's the mother. I forgot. The mother and father.
だが、君たち4人がホードのために戦ってくれていると思うと、どうしても気が気じゃなくてな。
Teenagers? What are you talking about? They are not teenagers. They're literally in the 20s. I guess Yuyun and Jimsiko maybe.
私は違う。もうとっくに勇敢な大人だ。
誰もあなたのことなんて聞いてないでしょ。バングルは遠くからでもエネルギーを供給できるっていう所長の言葉。
Oh, that's Zaylen.
ならついてきてくれ
So
た君は
Zaylen and
何だ
Zero.
ったんだ。
そうだ。
Okay.
これからも
Oh, wait, Botsu
み
is
んな
here.
にはもうしばらく図書館か書園エリアで過ごしてもらうことになるかも。
私の名前で作文でも書いているのか。 というか、どうして私が家具の販売テクニックを勉強していることを知っているんだ。もしかしてあんたもこの分野の将来性に目をつけたとか？
あなたがそういうオーラを出してるから？
Isn't he the shopkeeper? Yeah, no, he's the shopkeeper in Oxia who sells you furniture. That's why. Yeah, I was like, okay. Am I like, oh, okay, it just didn't let me move for bits.
どうだ俺はすっご
てっきり安全な場所から独占取材をしてるんじゃないかって思ってたけど、まさか最前線まで来てくれるなんてね。
分かってないな。新聞記事を書くより自分が記事に載る方が嬉しいじゃないか。コホン。今のは公害禁止だよ。
No.
バラしたら明日にでもフォードの神様と謎の人形の知られざる物語番外編を書いてやる。
Now, I guess what depends is what's the probability of Defang being destroyed? Is it still 49%?
どのみち、私はみんなにも知ってもらうつもりだよ。
あんたって人はそんなことを言われたらさすがの俺も照れるな。一つお願いがあるんだ。
Okay. Batu's camera was given to him by an elderly man. Despite having little professional training, he set out on a path of journalism, fueled solely by his love for breaking news. For him, sophisticated photography skills hardly matter. His self that remains passionate about uncovering stories is the coolest. Where's Vita? Who the hell knows? That is a good question. Batu named the group photo Finalization of Victory Against Doomsday, making it a mysterious doll's first photo. But more than the photo itself, I loved everyone's reaction. Our choices won the favor from fate once. So let's hold our heads high and win many more times. Oh wait, what? Okay, so now it like just goes back to that. Okay. Because Vita's still MIA.
今はまだ気を緩めちゃダメよ。
Yeah.
この怪物は倒せたけど、カウントダウンが終わるまでは油断大敵なんだから。
I guess it was dealt with nicely?
ちょっと本物の先生っぽくなってきたみたい。
違う違う。私はもともと先生になるのにふさわしい素質を備え
I'd
て
be surprised if we see Vita here actually.
なら、ぜひ今の純粋な自分を大切にしてほしいかな。
Right.
絶対に変なものに興味を持っちゃダメだよ。
Because we still don't know what Kiana meant by time is running out, right? Yeah, we still don't know what that meant. That message meant. Huh.
誰にそんなことを言わされてるの？
What the fuck was that cliffhanger from last patch then? Well, it tells us... It gives us some information of how things work. That's what I think it was mainly meant to be. Because it also kind of explains some things. In a way. But I guess like, I don't want to see how this patch ends.
突然学生にデータはの一言メッセージを送ること。スパムの中から行方不明になっていたあなたの論文を見つけたって返信する。幻覚キノコを3年間食べ続けてもこんな文章は書けないわねとか。
Eating shrooms for 3 years.
この教え子は赤の他人だからどんな問題を起こしても私に尋ねないでっていう適当なコメントを書くこと。
どうして止めるのよ。もっと話してくれてもいいのに。
今のどこに楽しい要素があったわけ？とにかくこれからはもっと教え子のことを大切にしてあげて。いや。それからしばらくの間、ホードには穏やかな日常が。
Okay, so we're skipping a few days then.
静かに過ぎていった。
6 more hours. What, until Enfield, yeah.
そして21日目になっても私が見た未来のように。
Okay, so we're day 21 now. Okay.
兆しは見られなかった。その日はすべての人が輪になって秒読みしながらカウントダウンが終わる瞬間を静かに待ち望んでいた。
So I guess it's funny. I just fast travel to day 21.
けれど誰も予想してなかったんだ。
0?
私たちに未来はないの轟音とともに週末へのカウントダウンが
It changed to 2days.
しまうなんて
What? Okay, so it destroyed the joys of the living in an instant, and the returns God, who was stranded in an endless dream, to the mortal realm she loved. Who was stranded in an endless dream. Okay. Thanks to the connection between her authority and Defang, she soon learned everything that had occurred so far, and became more certain of one thing more than ever. With the help of the saviors, the accidents caused by the corruption and the responsibilities overwhelming the god had pushed Defang to take its first step towards surpassing its fate. To preserve the light emanated by the present in everyone's hand, she had to tell everyone. No, wait, she had to tell all there was to know about Senadina, and then.
週末のカウントダウンがまた始まったね。これで未来の姿もはっきり見えてきたんじゃないかな。
Meet me at the wishing tree.
祈願の木の前に来てくれる？みんなつまり何？こんな大規模な災害が定期的に報道を襲ってるってこと？それじゃセナは今までどれだけ無理してきたの？
Okay, that was.
もうやめて、コラリ。
Oh. We're just gliding. We're just gliding.
神としては私よりキアナさんの方がずっと
Okay.
異性の救世主を連れてきて
Yeah, no, okay, this is answering it.
できる限りのことを全部やってくれたんだ。
Yeah, this is definitely okay. This is like directly answering the thing, right? Confirming about how dreams are independent from time. But, okay. Save it from another world and did everything she possibly could.
でも私やっぱり悔しいの。
Help feeling it's a shame.
本当に長い間ここで待ってたんだよ。やっと成長したあなたに会えたのに。
See you all grown up. I'm guessing she's talking about Layla.
あなたと過ごせる時間はもうほとんど残ってないみたい。
And walk towards the future that was decided long ago.
そのようだな。
Oh.
こんな未来にしか続かない道ならば。
If the path leads to that kind of future,
君から奪ったすべての時間を彼女は君に返すべきだろう。
then she should pay back all the time she took from you.
正解はとっくに教えたはずだぞ、セナディア。それでも受け入れられないのなら、私が代わりに手を下そう。
She should pay back all the time she took from you. Who's she? She's talking about Layla? So you just accept and have to do it for you. Okay, there's Layla. Master atheist. Okay.
休憩で英気を養う。いいね。
Okay. So that ending did confirm. So that did confirm things. That did confirm about
本当に僕と一緒に
time independence. Yeah. Because hey, this is simulation. So and it will just be playing things that she would have seen in the future. So she did indeed, like, Senadina always met Kiana via the dreams. But then that means she also would have met Vita in a way. And the fact that Deepang's still gonna end the course for destruction, even if it was evaded, right? Any cliffhangers? Well, Senadina's still gonna die. Apparently Layla took Senadina's time, according to Nagla. And the only way to save Senadina is for Layla to give that time back to her. So it seems like she kidnapped Layla. Huh. It's... Before meeting in the future, their timely understanding, Lima dedicates to the dawn. It is... Wait, what? Oh, that's adventures and encounters with the characters. Okay, that's why it's showing it like this. Ooh, it actually has a CG picture. The event picture. The event CG. Oh, that's such a nice CG. And she will meet the whole HSL cast. I mean, we'll see, right? When the fuck is HSL? Wait, hold up. When the hell is hold up. I think it's next month, right? For HSR. Right? Yeah, next month on the 13th, supposedly. So, I guess next week? Yeah, next week, theoretically, we should have the live stream for Stario. Theoretically. She jumped about Penacony too. Did she? Maybe. But it does hint at several things, right? But I guess the biggest question now is why is Senadina going to die? And B, Sarah PM, right? Hold up. Thinking back, I truly had never seen a monster scouting report like hers. Using energy disturbances along the route and the complex frequency patterns in the roars, Professor Yoon deducted that the giant beast's exact location and body structure. Sure, her doodles looked a bit silly, but they ended up being almost identical to what she saw in reality. She then ran multiple tactical simulations down to the timing between each assault and every possible mistake, and identified the only condition required for victory. It was like she had already fought the beast in her head 300 times within just a few hours. So when I told her my thesis is going smoothly, she instantly replied, "You've barely written a few hundred words and you dare call that smooth?" Did she use the same method to see through me? Who's the real monster here? But that smile, the one expression I never want to see on your face. Serapium needs SS. I mean...
なんだかんだ言っても、ユーン先生は私の影響で変な言葉を喋るようになっちゃったね。
Eternally unchanging you.
先生に心を持ち遊ばれる未来をこの手で作ってしまうなんて。
Seraphim needs SS. No, we do not SSS her. But I am like... What the hell is Seraphim? Because she was in the library again. Can we... I guess it's the Natural History Museum, I guess? Wait, can we go to the library? No, I doubt we can go to the library. Nation Challenge. Oh, okay. I doubt we can go to the library. What the hell are these? God coins. Okay. Floating pool plaza. No, okay, but looks of it we can't. Okay. Interesting. Because, wait, let me think. How did things change in comparison to
見知らぬ景色いつも通りだね
Rimu and Oxia? Because Oxia was destined to get destroyed with the awakening of perception and, well, the releasing of perception, and Rimu was, I guess, meant to also be destroyed when Layla uncovers the great betrayal that Litos did, right? And that's what leads to the destruction of Defang. I mean, not Defang, Rimu. And these, I guess the Amber Street incident, right? Too many. I'm trying to think, like, how does Seraphine fit into all of that? Because in Oxia, she acted as the 7 shoes. As one of the 7 shoes. In Dreamu, she didn't have too much of a big role, but she was someone who knew Layla, who knew Senadina, who knew Litas, who knew Nardla, right? She knew them. But that doesn't work. Because Serapium isn't special, and well, shouldn't be special in that sense. Which then does make me believe that my idea of that entity that's supposedly equal in the Sea of Data, right, is Serapium. But then it's no, actually, her being done a 7 shoe does make sense, right? Because I think the Sea of Data creatures were fearful of the shadows, right? So by sealing the shadows, the Sea of Data doesn't have to fear it, right? Maybe? I don't know. It's very possible. Because hold on, let me check. Where's her outfits? Is it this one? No, it's here. Where is she? Seraphim should be. Am I blind? Yeah. Because that's the same design that those feet belong to. And in this part, we could have kind of like ignored, right, in sense. But now that we're in defense, which is like way before Dreamu, it's much more. It's way more. She becomes even more interesting. Because what we learned about her in Oxia then doesn't really match of how we saw her in. I mean, it still kind of matches a bit of how we saw her in Rimu, right? And then we only saw her feet in Defang. There's too many. We still like missing information. Because what exactly does Narla mean that Layla took her time, right? What on earth does that exactly mean? Oh, alright. I guess you should be 50%. Well, I guess you should be 75% done with this for Luna. Okay. Okay. But Interesting, interesting. Now we have to wait like 2 months until we see the next continuation. Although I guess I think it should be next week or maybe this week is when we should see, well, when China gets the 8.7 PV rights. No, it should be next week because I'm pretty sure it should have been announced already if it was this week for China. So potentially we could see the PV sooner. But I guess we'll see. We'll see. All right, how did we end up here, by the way? Because by 19 minutes, we ended up 6th. Interesting. Okay. I mean, sure, right? It's not like we try harder or anything. If we try harder, we probably could have like been second, right? But we literally, I'm pretty sure he did like 1 run. And then dipped. Yeah. Okay. Let me think. What time is it now? 9. Do I have time for something? I mean, I could, but we could also just leave it here for today. Because tomorrow's stream, oh my god, tomorrow should be interesting. Tomorrow should be interesting since it do be Enfield tomorrow, right? Yeah, it do be Enfield tomorrow. And I think for tomorrow, like I said at the, I think like I said at the start of the stream, right? I think I may be able to do like an early-ish, well, not early-ish, right? But like start a bit earlier than I did today. Well, maybe 5, right? So we can give like Enfield like some decent time, right? Yeah. Yeah. Because, oh boy, it should be interesting. Enfield should be interesting since it won't feel like, let's say, the other games, right? Which are very much more action-packed, right? And I'm very curious about how Enfield's story, right? So yeah, well, I guess we'll see tomorrow. Oh god. And then on Friday we have the freaking goddamn Woo live stream. Which is also fine, right? But okay. Then I think we will leave it here for today then, chats. So yeah. Chapter 11 does answer some things, but then also questions a lot of things, right? Because then, hold up, wait, hold up. It should be here. Can we see? Okay, no, I'm guessing it's all the way. We'd have to watch it via here, right? CG story. Okay, which I like didn't have to like scroll all the way down. No, I actually have to go into the thing. Okay. And let me read what Senadian says specifically. Okay. Yeah. Because this is in the Cradle of Finality. Yeah, the Cocoon of Finality, sorry. A Husk Nomenon. Okay, let's see. Which one was the San John World Quest? What do you mean? The World Quest that San John was talking about, or kept bringing up? It was the Fontaine World Quest. It technically 4 world quests, which, yeah, 3, 4 world quests. But it's the Norizaskia's Ode. Very cool. Hold on.
こんにちは。終焉のじゃあ二血の
The cocoon of the unwoven. Yeah. Yeah, this is like what makes people think that she failed the embrace.
私は眉から生まれたわけでも、法
要を実
現しているわけでもない。それでも、約10それから落星が滅び、時間が停滞し、今日、あなたの夢に現れることが
Able
できた
to
のは、
reach you through dreams because of the peculiar accident. And the ring's legacy.
じゃあ、あんたは
Anka, what were we doing? I'm checking something. Oh, yeah, checking something.
でも、太陽系風、暴欲、参考、聖予、
No.
欲症、格縁、
What universe is just about the 12 constellation?
尾行。ただ、漁師の海の満ち引きが一定じゃないからか。今日という運命の日に、私自身の転写に異常が起きた上に、無関係な二人を巻き込んでしまった。幸い、その異常は私にある奇跡をもたらした。コラリーとヘリア。
Oh, he just leaves it at that. It tells you something, but not. Yeah, I guess that also says about dreams, right? About dreams, but also apparently the anchor. We know the anchor is like very important because it also shows up in Oxia. There's like we're missing pieces. It might be possible to theorize something, but I feel like this 1 or 2 pieces of information we're missing. Or maybe it's been presented and I just can't remember it? Well, yeah. Oh yeah, but actually wait, I guess back to your question, Naturalize. The Sandrone quest is like 5 world quests actually. Because there's also the Rumira world quest. Because she also talks about that. Well, that kinda. Yeah, she kinda talks about that. Specifically when it talks about the time traveler, that's more to do with, well, kind of to do with like Rumira. But yeah, that's like, I guess this chapter is more like answered things rather than I mean, it posed like one question, right? But it answered more about some other stuff. Okay. Yeah, like, okay, chapter 11 really did answer like a fair amount of different questions, or like went into stuff. Okay. But yeah, I think this is where we shall indeed leave it off for today. Tomorrow, yeah, I'll probably announce in the Discord whether tomorrow's stream is early or not. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I guess that'll be it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed yourselves. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day. And I shall see you guys tomorrow or next time. Stream in 5 hours. Fuck that. I am not streaming in 5 hours. That's at 3 a.m, bitch. I am not doing that. I am good. Why would I stream in 5 hours to stream for like a minute to get some sleep? Because I'd have to like... what time do I have to wake up tomorrow? I think it's like 7. It's not, no, it's not even 7. I think it might be 6. Ugh, end me. But yeah, take care everyone.